You know,
But
I
sir,
feel like this would be in character of the day that Eric finally gives up and leaves. It's because it's just goes off to a nice restaurant instead, ditching ditching the rest of us.
Oh, he wouldn't go to a nice restaurant, because if he did, he'd have to pay for food for his entire company.
yeah, no, you would find Eric at a dirty water dog stand around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
That checks out.
It does. Also, I am doing the recording this week since we will not have a Kristoff. And there is a great in-character reason why he is not here.
He's stealing shit.
Hey, Nick, I have a question.
Yep.
Considering how long I've been in one place, is it possible that I'm dating somebody right now?
Your job.
Yeah, technically it is possible. It's a question of... I think Izzy makes a good point of, did you manage to break out of workaholic?
Yeah, but I managed it when we were in that town in the Badlands, so...
It's true.
Wasn't that just a one-night stand, though?
It was a repeat one-night stand, which is practically a relationship in Irik's book.
It's a two-night stand.
It was an almost week-long stand, guys.
Well, like, what's that line from Dr. Horrible's single book? I've never slept with the second girl twice. They say the second time you get to do the funky stuff.
The weird stuff. Yeah.
We do the weird stuff. Irik got all the weird stuff that week. And Aiden's just looking at them like, this is, for you, it was the weird stuff. For Aiden, it was Thursday.
You don't want to know what Aiden thinks the weird stuff is.
Surprisingly tame and docile, what we would, usually think.
He's gone so far in that direction that for him the weird stuff is like cuddling.
Like, it was weird.
Exactly, clearly.
It was weird. We were just kind of, like, standing there.
No, see, for Irik, the weird stuff is getting out of work early to do a thing.
Taking leave to go on a couple's retreat. Kinky.
Yep.
Sir Irik, what's your idea of, like, the best date ever? And you're just like, couples massage while I'm doing my paperwork.
I think his idea of the best date ever is like the spouse version of take your kid to work day. Like, hey, you should come meet all the guys and do training with us. I could be in a relationship and do my job at the same time. Wonders abound.
What do you knew how to handle a sword so much better last night.
So Nick, what do I roll? Is that accidental sex appeal?
It's definitely accidental sex appeal.
That might,
awesome.
If you crit, you might have more than one relationship going on.
Oh god, he doesn't have time for 2 repeated stands.
Harem series starring Oblivious Irik.
Yes, this.
Except for the tropes are reversed. So it's really like 3 protagonists and Irik.
Checks out.
Is it, though?
Protagonists usually have some idea of what's going on. Or an intention to get into the situation that they're in after the first couple episodes. And Irik would just be like, hey, you're hanging out with me again. Does that mean you like me? Like, I thought this was a one-night stand thing.
Yeah, but that's exactly why he's the protagonist. Because all of the admirers know exactly what they're doing.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh! Yep.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Sir Irik. We'll never take advantage of you.
Is that right, extra virgin apprentice?
that is very true, Sir Irik, the Dragon Slayer. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You missed last session. We don't do that anymore.
We don't do what
Oh
anymore?
right, did Heron get an explanation of the birds and the bees? I can't remember.
No, Terran did not. Unless
Okay.
Oh, but Terran is just depressed now, and didn't go chasing after mirror dragons, despite the fact I spread that rumor.
It's true.
Okay, so here's the deal. My roll was an 8. My accidental sex appeal is a 14. So it's a pass by 6.
I feel like
You
the
mean
answer
pass
is
by
Tyrick is
sex?
in an awkward situation because he's been in one place for 6 months.
Huh?
I feel like pass by 6 means Tyrick is definitely in an awkward position because he's been in one place for 6 months.
What do you mean by awkward position? He's seeing somebody?
No, there's many people who are like, Irick, though.
Iwick, we are so happy for you. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate.
I don't even get the reference.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It was exactly appropriate.
Aw.
I'm tempted to roll purposeful for mine, but I'm pretty sure that is just like the daily occurrence of what Aiden does when there's a bar.
I mean, do you want to roll purposeful to potentially attempt to wingman Irick?
Would your wingman Irish go, or would you just be trying to get in his pants?
See, that's the thing. Like, it kind of would shift on what I'm feeling that day, on whether it is successfully wingman, sabotage, or just try to seduce on own. Like, probably that entire suite has been done over this 6 months.
Checks out. Checks out.
You're the party member who has sex on all the communal furniture.
Clearly.
Well, as the person with the highest rank of nobility, the communal furniture is my furniture.
It's mine anyway, peon. Back away.
Exactly. I like how that is apparently what's gotten Izzy laughing.
I mean, out of character, yeah. My in-character mentality and my out-of-character mentality are two very different things at this point.
Well, yeah, like I've been playing the it went with this character of like, okay, the last character I played was too nice of a person. Let me see, what is the minimum of where it doesn't have to... Where's the border between can be a party member and can't be a party member?
Straddle that border, Con.
Spread your legs and straddle. Just like
The discovery of where along that border am I
Don't finish
comfortable
that sentence.
actually being?
Yup.
Why wouldn't I finish that sentence, Ricky?
Because I heard the beginning of that sentence.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
I feel like this is probably a good point for, hey, Izzy, have you started the recording?
I've been going for like 10 minutes.
Ah, well.
Because I'm
Yeah, which is why it's important, because they were upset I didn't say it on recording last time, that the rumors of mirror dragons that Taryn did not follow up on because of angsty teenage depression were started by Aiden because he thought it would be hilarious with the fact that the manor we were going to has giant mirrors on whether or not Taryn tried assaulting them to fight a dragon.
It's true. And now I'll start by saying...
Because you and Dan were very upset said that I said that as soon as the recording ended.
Yeah. Also, for the recording's sake, it's session 16. We don't have a name yet.
More like sexteen.
Oh! Oh, man. You're gonna get excommunicated from the Church of the Turkey now.
Wait, he joined
Good.
the Church of the Turkey?
No, fuck no.
No.
We just went to, but there was the Turkey bishop in the area, and we were just like, yeah, this guy's kind of a tool.
Well, okay,
I'm
as long
pretty
as no
sure
one
how it
converted.
was.
Because as I said in general chat, de Goose Vault.
I mean, Taran
I
is
believe
Taran-
I did dance with him just because I danced with everyone at the party, especially the controversial figures.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Taran is very, malleable at this point.
You had better not join the Church of the Turkey. There are a lot of things I could forgive.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not one of them. That is the one where you that is the one where you put your foot down and Taryn is now kicked out of the party.
Yeah, this is there are not many points where I'm like, okay, you have been kicked out of the guard of Eirik because you're not officially in any guard, but he's decided that you work for him somehow.
I'm in the Sun Guard.
Wasn't he in the Sun
I'm
Guard?
in the Sun Guard.
Technically.
Are you still in the Sun Guard? Are you still on loan? Have we just stolen you?
Technically, I am still on load, but it's okay. You could account it for either I am the library book that you just forgot to return, or the Blockbuster tape you never got around to returning after it closed.
If you remember correctly, like the two biggest contenders for hey, make an actual lord of this place would be either the guy that is technically responsible for Aiden or the guy that is technically responsible for Taryn. So which upset bureaucrat has had to deal with more shit?
I mean, there's a very simple way that I'm thinking about this. We may have technically stolen him from the Sun Guard, but do they want him back?
Oh, they absolutely do not.
Therefore,
Theft is theft, even if the thing is not wanted.
Yes, but they're not going to press charges or actually care.
I'm not a real person. I'm just a weapon.
They send the ransom money back with a note of just here, we're giving you this if you promise to keep him.
Here's what's left of his snack budget. Good luck.
They send the ransom money back with the note that says no take backsies.
Yes.
So I need to change Taran's status to kidnap victim. Got it.
I mean, we kill children, we kidnap children.
Irik's got that.
Is that, in all honesty, is kidnap victim a status improvement for you?
I don't know, but Eirik has that, you're really updating your Tinder profile now. No wonder you got that catch in Kargaz.
LinkedIn.
Dating
Actually,
on
no,
LinkedIn.
Eirik doesn't know that there's a difference between a LinkedIn and a Tinder.
LinkedIn.
Let's be honest. Aiden is the one running Eirik's Tinder.
He just copied everything from his LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yep, and I've set it up to forward any of the things to your LinkedIn inbox.
Whenever anybody's like, online dating is hell, he's like, you should really join LinkedIn.
Should really give them. Hey, just hey, looking for a fun night? Just yeah, I really could go for some sparring training tonight. You want to join me? Yeah, I'll spar with you all night long. Excellent. I'll bring my plate mail.
This is the third time that I've tried to spar and the other person just wanted to have sex.
Look, I told them I wanted to practice with my hardwood sword more. What did they not get about that?
My magic hard wooden sword.
Indeed.
I tried to tell them how I wanted to explain how it was magic, so I pulled it out of its sheath, and that's when they pulled my pants down. And I was very confused until I wasn't.
No, he just remained confused. This is Eirik.
Look,
He's just kind of like, Blake, can we spar now, or...
Are you almost done? I really want to spar a little tonight.
It's going to be really hard for me to fight if these are around my ankles. I don't know why you did that.
Strip sparring.
I'm always one for a challenge, but this is a really strange handicap to levy.
I heard that, Lore.
I didn't hear that.
Hand to hand.
I did that.
Strip sparring? Those aren't the rules.
No, what it's going to be is it's going to be that swordplay like from the Mask of Zorro, where you're cutting parts of each other's clothing off.
Yes.
That is all we can do.
That is probably the only way you could get Aiden interested in sparring.
Yeah. There are worse things.
I'm debating if Eirik would even, like, consider that a downside to sparring. Because he would actually be getting someone to engage in swordplay. In the actual original definition of swordplay.
Aw. You had to put that asterisk on there.
I did! Because I know you.
Why are you saying me?
Honestly,
Look into your heart, Izzy.
Honestly, that is a you plural. It just mostly refers to you.
English doesn't have a plural you. Unless I get all
We
southern
don't
on you
use
and say
y'all.
Y'all.
I use y'all on occasion.
There's yints, but only if you're from Pittsburgh.
That's not a real word. Pittsburgh is not a real place.
Yeah, we don't yins.
IINZ. It's y'all, but Pittsburgh.
I don't want to
Learn a new thing every day.
I don't want to go to Pittsburgh now. Cross that off.
That is the reason for why you don't want to go to Pittsburgh. A weird version of you plural.
Yeah. That's the only reason I have right now.
Odd area to
Wait
draw the
until somebody
line.
tells him about Cleveland.
I've been to Cleveland.
Apparently the river just spontaneously catches fire sometimes.
Or a definition of sometimes that I think is the 1970s.
I mean,
yes.
I mean,
Look, that river had what's coming to it.
It's true. All right. So, last time you guys went to a party.
Yep.
And, stuff happened.
Yep.
Yep, we got a ton of plot hooks. We chose one of them to arbitrarily go after above the rest.
Eirik has no knowledge of any of this, and it will remain as such.
Yep.
As soon as Eirik figures out about the Church of the Goose, you're gonna have a really hard time staying on any of the other plot hooks. Or sorry, the Church of the Turkey. Because that's some deep blasphemy right there.
Well,
Fortunately,
they were serving turducken, which was a greater blasphemy.
As long as there wasn't a goose involved, that's fine.
Exactly. Like, where are we meeting back up? Is this following day? Did Eirik ride out late, or do we, come back to Kargaz and find Eirik wrapped in the arms of his lover?
Well, the thing is, I did ask everyone what they intended on doing. And it sounded like a bunch of people wanted to follow up on these rumors of Terran running around murdering people out in the Badlands.
Right, because that's only going to become a bigger problem later.
I believe the exact term you used, which caught everybody's attention, was laying waste to villages.
Yes.
Yeah. On the way back, Anya, where's Kristoff? He should be here.
I assume he's getting up to his usual stuff.
But what if he was captured by that lady Tessa?
Wasn't, if anything, he's looking for stuff to dig up on her to protect all of us from her.
But what if he's being interrogated by Boss Jitters? What if they're slowly cutting off parts of his body piece by piece? He could be in pain, agony. Taran draws his...
Want to play the quiet game?
I can play the quiet game, Taran says as he draws his sword and turns back to town to look for Kristoff.
No, she is, grabbing the scruff of his neck. Continuing to drag him. He's just like, you're coming with me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was 5 rolls.
Oh, right. Roll 20.
Fail. Pass. Pass. Fail.
How many dice do you have to roll every morning?
Pass.
I have to check the ones that I
Many.
failed. Which ones did
I believe the answer is many.
Let's see. I don't think I have any that I have to roll. They either come up or they don't, or I just assume I always fail them. Like compulsive behavior carousing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You can always choose to fail a disadvantage roll.
Taryn.
Yeah.
As we play the quiet game, Taryn attempts to stealth. Taryn fails at stealthing. But it looks like he thinks he is very stealthy as he goes from tree to tree, humming his own theme song. It's like emo grunge music now instead of the traditional Pink Panther song that he would normally be humming.
Yep.
Oh, right, yeah. In case you missed it, Taryn is in his angsty emo teenager phase now.
It's an important phase.
I noticed when I was trying to train him and he just kind of like slacked off for weeks on end.
Months.
Well, you'd try hard and then you'd like disappear.
Yes.
Yep.
Actually, wait a minute. Oh, crap. Stealth is a dexterity check. I'm sorry. Nick, I crit failed.
What did you think it was a check for? What stat did you think it used?
I don't know. I'm looking at my skills now and I'm like... It should be... Total click should be worth a lot more to me considering pretty much all my checks are dexterity based.
You made this decision for yourself, isn't it?
I'm aware. Why are the rest of them IQ based?
Hey, it's like how when I took Hemophobia, and we realized that in a game with combat, this is equivalent to post-combat shakes.
Yep.
It wasn't.
And theoretically is worse than post-combat shakes, since it can happen out of combat.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I think the big question for a bunch of you is, well, actually, I'm moving the wagon. Where are you going to go to try and investigate these rumors about Terran?
Well, first off, Taryn has to wear a helmet or a mask, because we're not explaining the evil twin situation every time we run into someone.
But I don't want to find... Oh, actually, hold on a second. I don't need to wear a mask. No one will recognize me. It'll be fine.
Saying you don't need to wear a mask.
I don't need to wear a mask or a helmet. I'm fine. Taryn throws his hair back so like the bangs cover just one of his eyes.
2020, wear your goddamn mask.
Oh my god. Does he have an emo haircut now?
I mean, it's the same hair. It's just styled differently. Don't forget, he can't get his hair cut.
Oh.
Mmm.
Thankfully,
But like
it
he's
doesn't
not
really
just a
grow
teenager,
longer.
he's in an emo phase.
I mean, you haven't spoken to him yet. You're technically not here yet.
No, this is just me out of character being like, oh god.
It's worse.
Yeah, look, we will create records of this to embarrass him with later when he grows up and grows out of it.
Good. I'm glad someone's on it.
This will be the blackmail material for 20 years in the future.
I can't wait to see Ada chiseling away at a stone slab to preserve this throughout history.
Yeah, I'll just create an illusion of it. Like, it's close enough.
So where did we hear those rumors were coming from?
Out in the Badlands.
There's a lot of those.
Okay, I am jumping out of chat and rejoining because apparently I got disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh no, there it is.
we can hear
There
you.
are, in fact, many Badlands.
Was there
Don't
one
we have
spot-
do we not have anything better than out in the Badlands for what direction we're going in?
Here's the thing, you were mostly talking to nobility from this area.
I did not see what area you were pointing at the map.
From like, your home territory.
Okay. So because they're nobility, they're being useless and not knowing anything.
Yeah, they're not really sure.
Even the clearly not Fae who are the ones bringing this up of clearly you're going to be responsible and deal with this problem.
Oh, they're not telling you shit.
What's the gather information equivalent roll?
Carousing.
And I get charisma to that?
Not... Actually, yes, in this case.
Are we picking up Eirik before we do all this?
Presumably, yes.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of bars in between us and where Eirik is. There are a lot of opportunities to roll carousing for information.
Mm.
Also, Eirik is completely happy right now.
Pass by 3. All of us are out of your hair.
Not for
Yep.
long. Not for long.
He has a nice thing going for him, potentially several. He's working like 18-hour days. He's having a good life right now, guys.
He's happy.
Whenever you're at a bar, Taryn is going to go sit in the corner next to Victor, look up at a lantern, throw a rock at it, so they sit in the darkness.
Only the darkness.
I'm very tempted to figure out how to make a bioluminescent plant to replace all of the lanterns, just to spite you.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure Victor can probably just like make like a glowing geode or something.
Mm-hmm.
As you pull that out, Taryn looks at it, looks up at Victor. Thanks, Victor. Reaches over to take the glowing geode. Takes glowing geode, pops it in his mouth.
Yep.
It's going in the lamp that you just broke.
But I'm hungry.
So
Anya kind of stomps over and puts down a tray of bar snacks in front of Taryn.
Mm-hmm.
eats the tray.
Eats the tray, leaves the snacks.
This takes away my my thing of like I would go over to take the snacks away to be a jerk at the moment, but like you ate the tray instead. I'm still there's snacks on the table, so I'm not going to leave them there. But like, really steals my thunder when you do that.
I'm like that little kid that, sprinkles Legos everywhere and then looks at the mom and is like, what, you gonna try to spank me? Trying to step over all those Legos? There's a picture for that.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. But, no, you find that the moose rumors are pretty deep in the Badlands, mostly to the, northwest. North of, well, Gargans.
Huh, so on the way to getting back to our temporary home.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So how many nights are you spending in random bars?
Look,
Are
What-
we in a town?
where do you spend your nights if not at random bars?
In beds?
At work.
Sleeping. Or eating.
Mm-hmm.
It's a warrior's life. Taryn's giving you the 1,000-yard stare.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that at this point, Taryn has been, just given a set of rooms at Anya's place.
A set, because no one else is allowed near him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I meant. Like, he's got his own room. And when he's being particularly sad, he does get, like, given breakfast in bed as a treat.
Aw.
Pancakes, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Then he finishes the pancakes, realizes there are no more pancakes, and rolls over back into bed.
Oh, pancakes. But yes, so heading off to the north and investigating, well, you guys can see the map. Travel along rivers is easy, travel along dotted lines is easy. Other things a little more tricky.
Well, did we hear a region that specifically had the rumors coming from?
Up north, that's about as much as you were able to find out.
There's a lot of names up there. Mantevov, Vala, Quintess.
Yep.
Dumb question of like, are any of these like technically things if people were trading with or things like that?
I mean, all of them technically.
So, in the various reports from patrols, merchants, and whatever going out into the area, would there be anything that could help us like narrow down what areas seem like they're needing heavier security and stuff like that?
These are the Badlands. No one patrols those. So, like, you get the L. You know that there's been more conquest going on up in this region.
Okay, so probably head towards that direction then?
Middle of danger.
To the northwest.
I don't know, unless anyone has better ideas on how we narrow things down.
Are the former villages any sort of like path or general, or like is there any sort of pattern that can be discerned? Is the pattern spelling out fuck you, whatever the name of that guy from the tower was?
Does anyone have the strategy skill?
Iric?
Do I
I-
have the strategy skill?
I think I actually do. Yours
No,
might
I have,
be better
I have
than mine.
tactics. I'm a soldier, not a general.
You can.
I have strategy and tactics. No, wait. I just have strategy. Sorry,
Between the two
I
of them,
don't have it at a great level though.
it's better than my level.
Yeah.
I'd be rolling against a 2.
The
Yeah, I'm rolling against a 10, so this is probably a failure, or it's a pass by 2.
Hey,
I'm
Aiden,
curious how bad the default is.
mine is 6.
That's what I was about to guess.
Hey,
Yeah, this-
I'm now reminded that Aiden actually has some very useful skills.
Mhm.
hey, Aiden, what'd you find? Hey, Aiden, what'd you find? Hey, Aiden, what'd you find?
Okay, your hair is lit on fire, and then I will actually deliver the report to the rest of the group.
Taryn's just going to look at you with a deadpan stare. You do realize Iric's not here to protect you.
You get a deadpan stare back before I then deliver the report to the rest of the group.
I'm gonna go stick my head in Aiden's suitcase so it also lights on fire.
I then just cast Extinguish Fire. And, like, think of okay, need to have new levels, but hey, at least the hair's out of your eyes now.
It grows right back.
But does it grow back into the emo haircut or the old haircut?
Yes. Whichever haircut most offends you is what it grows back into.
I'm tempted to then just go with something really ridiculous like a pompadour now. For what form it takes.
You do realize I have no problem with that out of character. I played a character that had a double pompadour once.
What, pray tell, is a double pompadour?
It's a pompadour with a baby
You don't want to
pompadour
know.
coming out of the top of it.
I'm very happy.
Crankshaft was a character. His hair looked like a crankshaft.
Oh, that was the one, and it was multicolored as well.
It changed color based on his mood, as did his entire hairstyle.
Wait, when you say a little pompadour coming out of the top, do you mean a la the dude from that Bruce Willis movie?
I don't know what that movie is.
Hang on.
It's a pompadour on a pompadour. It could also look like a penis coming out of the top of your head. Take your pick.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I don't know what that movie is, but yes, that.
It's Fifth Element.
Well, pompadour. What does it mean?
Overcompensation.
Yep. Thank you.
Chris Tucker in Fifth Element is what I'm trying to reference.
Ruby Rod or someone else?
Yes,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
accurate. Here, I'm gonna post it in just Fireball so you can see this.
Sounds like the place to put it.
Is this what you're talking about when you say double pompadour?
I mean, that's just a straight pompadour, I believe. There's nothing double about that.
There's nothing straight about that pompadour.
You can imagine,
No, it
There's no heterosexual explanation for this.
imagine
None.
that. Imagine
It
that.
is straight only in the sense that it can be used as a ruler.
Imagine that, but like fluorescent pink. And yes, you've nailed the pompadour look that I was going with. In any case, now that Taryn's hair has unlit on fire and grown back to look like that. And we can only blame Aiden's magic for this, I mind you.
Only blame Aiden's magic for the double pompadour.
Like the worst possible version of a lightning strike cartoon haircut.
I start just lighting it on fire until it goes back to the emo haircut, and then just give up. And anyways, that report on that strategy role I passed to Nick.
Yeah, so there's definitely an actual pattern to this as you looked at which things were getting hit, and it's real weird. The places that got hit, it's not direct, but they kind of got stormed over by that other bandit lord quite like weeks later. After the reports of, a Terran laying waste to a village.
So Terran the 18th went and screwed things over, and then Terran number 207 went and took everything over. Got it.
Exactly.
So where is their most likely next spot if we want to deal with this problem head on? Taryn asks, looking pointedly at Aiden the strategist. His pompadour swinging and smacking him in the head before...
I thought I lit that on fire until it went back to the emo haircut.
His emo bang swinging in the wind and smacking Aiden in the hair.
I will transform my hair into fire just to light your head on fire. Don't think I won't.
2 seconds, food.
I don't not believe this.
Well, we probably do want to get to the area, scout more, and figure out what's going on. If we have a pattern to follow, that's fine. We probably do want to actually pick up Eirik before we go. Seeing as how we
Yeah.
technically haven't picked up Eirik yet for any of this.
Sure, let's pick up Eirik
Do
now that
that.
Ricky goes to get food.
Yep. Eirik is just like, what are you doing to me?
Eirik sees Taryn's emo haircut and Aiden's on fire hair, and then just looks at Victor and Anya and is like, please help.
Anya's just Anya's sending the exact same look back at him, though.
And then Taryn does that thing Muppets do where, like, he just, like, drifts his head in front of Anya's stare, so he is instead staring at Eirik in the most eerie way possible.
Mm-hmm.
He
This sounds
said that
completely
thing Muppets do, and I imagined him immediately doing the Kermit flail.
Oh no! Oh no! We're going to be attacked by barbarians out in the Badlands! We need to get out of here!
Who is he doing an impression of?
Who did it
Sorry, I got disconnected for a moment for some reason.
Who did it sound like I was doing an impression of? Never mind. It's not easy being green.
No, it's not.
Impression.
I'm back.
Oh, so you missed it. We said
Kermit
that
the Frog is being attacked by barbarians.
I'm sorry, explain?
it started with Taryn walking. You seeing Taryn with his emo haircut. You see Aiden with his on fire hair. You probably give the 1,000-yard stare to Anya, who gives it back to you. And as you guys are making eye contact, Taryn just muppets his head in between your gaze and just gives you the 1,000-yard stare right back.
I'm concerned.
It's kind of eerie. The look that Taryn is giving you is the same look you give things as your soul gets sucked out.
I know, I'm a little concerned. I'm not super surprised considering the way he was acting before he left, but I'm a little concerned.
Shit, that's right. Eirik missed Kristoff actually, like, having a soul and sitting Taryn down for an emotional "Are you okay?" talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it helped, just not as much as he hoped it would.
But yes, Ricky, that actually happens.
It was,
Eirik would be much more concerned if he had seen that.
We're okay, Sir Eirik. It's good to be back. We should head back to the Badlands now, where there's only death. So much death. 1,000-yard stare, looking off into the distance.
I'm gonna look really closely at Taryn,
Tears come to Taryn's eye. I'm a monster.
and then look really closely at Anya.
Slump shoulders, starts walking out of the room. Realizes
say-
that the door is actually a window.
As Taryn tries to walk away from Anya, she just kind of like catches him around the shoulders in a hug.
Anya, tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks a lot like Taryn has, well, to put it delicately, seen some shit since the last time he was here.
I mean, you saw the shit he was dealing with, and you know, the whole essentially deaths in the family thing.
mm-hmm.
But he'd seen that before he left.
Yeah, he's been doing this the whole time, which you know if you hadn't buried yourself under as much work as possible.
Taryn tries to leave the hug and leave the room as you talk about this, and you just hear him wail as he comes down the stairs. I'm the reason they're dead!
Yeah, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Working on it, but as hard-headed as ever.
All sounds legit.
After the comment about his work, Eirik just
Goes back to,
deadpan stares.
Eirik goes back and does more work to spite the comment.
Eirik realizes that the relationship has taken up too much time, and therefore must spend even more time working.
Eric goes and does work to avoid thinking about the fact that he has gone and done work.
Which is
You know what would fix this problem? More late nights working.
More work.
No, what would fix the problem of more late nights working, which is clearly the problem here, is more early mornings working.
I'll get to sleep. I'll get to sleep promptly at 8 p.m. so I can start working promptly at 8:30 p.m. That counts as morning, right?
Yeah, no, the reason that he's deadpanning and thinking is because he's trying really hard not to get into that argument where it's like, I work so hard to keep everything in line, food on the table.
You don't want to become an old married couple with Anya.
No, especially because he's seeing someone and he's like, well, I should probably learn how to resolve situations like this peaceably.
Like 36 as well.
Yeah, by hiding in my work instead of having this conversation, which is definitely healthier than having an argument.
So
Clearly.
This is the point where Anya is going to actively start bragging on you about, you'll never find someone to settle down with if you're working like this.
And this is where you brag about your current relationship.
No, but he does look unreasonably smug.
How many hours you seen them this month? 3?
3.5.
I'll have you know it was 4.
I'm trying to debate whether or not Aiden, knowing the exact details of your relationship, would be too creepy or the right amount of creepy.
He'd totally do it.
Yeah, it's like it was the best 4 hours of platonic sex Eirik has ever had. For people watching this video, leave comments on how that's possible below.
I'm just standing there and going I don't know what's worse, the idea that you saw them a grand total of once in an entire month, or that it was just conversations while you worked. So it's a total of an hour a week, the picture of a devoted man.
I didn't see them once. Where'd you get that idea?
4 hours for one date? Wait, no, that would involve you taking time off of work. I'm sorry.
What on earth kind of date takes 4 hours?
Sure.
The ideal date for Eirik takes the 10 minutes to wait for the food to be delivered, and then the 10 minutes for conversing after.
Oh god, Eirik is wham bam, thank you, man.
So yeah, according to my role, Taryn is flailing around outside the window down in the field with a sparring dummy. The sparring dummy has succeeded in disarming Taryn.
He's just kind of keeping one eye on him, oh, kid is playing outside, stay near a window, he'll be fine.
Checks out. Alright.
right up until his sword flies at the window because he was disarmed by the training dummy.
Yeah, well no, as soon as that... Oh dear, as soon as that happens, Taryn takes his fist and puts it through the training dummy's head.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
That is all.
I need to rearrange them. Yep. 1 minute. I do love the party banter, by the way, as you guys are all traveling around, going to the battle zone.
So are we gonna go fight the dirty barbarians now?
And we're at the very least going to find one of your other siblings and either imprison or kill them.
Why is it always members of my family that have to die?
Not always.
I thought I was
a lot of other people have had to die as well.
The silence there made me think I had been disconnected.
I mean,
You're not
you
wrong,
weren't
Lord.
related to the owner of that mine that we killed.
Now, I might have been. What if he was one of my brother's adopted parents?
There's an argument.
Taryn is just going to start brooding as we travel along the road.
Indeed, and you travel on the road for a pretty reasonable amount of time, considering you're going deep into the pretty deep in. One thing that you all immediately notice is that you went through these places before, about 6 months ago, and eventually sent Dalbin and Han over to them. They're still pretty unfriendly. The
Look,
quote tax collectors are. They're not really heavily going after you guys as soon as, oh shit, they have a ton of weapons and armor shows up. Because it's pretty obvious that you are a rather competent and well-armed group overall.
I mean, one glance at Anya shows she's wearing stupid expensive armor.
And Taryn is hefting a large bag of swords with one arm on his shoulder.
Exactly. You're all, like, at least a little intimidating. Just a tiny bit. Tiny bit.
Aiden looks like he's the one who's the mark, and then he set something on fire because of arsony.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't actually have a arsonist advantage.
I decided eventually to take Pyromania because it was fitting at this point that my solution is to set things on fire.
Really are Jason from The Good Place.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have a different problem.
Yep.
If we replace all the problems with fire, then it's only one problem. And you know what can take care of a kill a fire? An even bigger fire.
Mm-hmm.
It will starve the oxygen from the smaller flame. There's no problem that can't be solved with enough fire.
Have you ever considered the concept of a controlled burn?
That's solving a problem with a fire.
He's in control of the situation.
Like, a controlled burn is solving a problem with fire. It's under control.
Yeah, but it's a counteroffer to you saying that you need to solve it with a bigger fire.
A controlled burn is what Aiden calls his genital itch.
Thanks, I hate it.
Part of me is tempted to comment on the fact that one of the things that Aiden's herbalism skill is used to hand wave is the lack of bastards, and the fact that and any of those other problems. But that's too good.
Like I said, controlled burn. It only burns when you want it to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But even with what all of you were saying, it's not very friendly as you're traveling through, though. No one really bothers you. It's just it's a little weird. Like, they're definitely way more terse than normal.
Like, markedly different than any other trip we've taken to the Wasteland. Are we going through, like, even for areas we've been through before?
Yeah, even for areas that you've been through before, something's off.
And I try asking some questions about that. Mostly, hey, things in town seem really tense.
Yeah, give me some sort of social roll, Lauren. Mostly carousing.
Oh, well, that's a nice roll. I hadn't even picked what I was doing, but I guess
The crit.
needing someone to tell me about it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a crit, probably, given your skills. Almost certainly.
By 5.
But, so, the big thing that you get from all of this, and it takes you a little while to actually get this, rather than people turning you away, but Anya's actually good at this. Anya knows how to talk to people. The really big thing is that people are very, very nervous and awkward around Terran in particular.
I had a feeling that was part of it.
One thing you actually get, which it takes a little while, is one of the local lords in the Badlands actually has a bounty on his head and has people hunting for him.
I get more detailed information about where Terran number 5 has been making his way.
No, this isn't for detailed information. It's actually further down south, right at the border, really, where one of them interrupted a religious ceremony and killed several people, and a few priests at that.
Of which religion, though?
Well, and this was within the last 6 months.
This was within the last 6 months. This was actually about 5 months ago, give or take.
Yeah, but Aiden raises a really good question. What religion?
Oh, it's barbarian ancestor worship.
Okay, we should probably investigate that. The Church of the Turkey can deal with their own business.
I'll help anybody of any religious denomination, but fuck those fat turkeys.
Exactly.
Are you calling them chicken?
I'm calling them turkey.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're actually okay with the Church of the Chicken. The Church of the Chicken is respectful and honest. The Church of the Turkey is full of blaspheming.
They keep pecking around and hanging their cocks out on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but have you ever met a goose?
Yeah,
the Church of the Chicken is nowhere near as blasphemous as the Church of the Turkey. Tell me I'm wrong, I'm not.
I can't argue.
Really not. Now the Church of the Duck.
The worst of all. Fortunately, I haven't seen their kind around here.
Indeed. Indeed.
I'm glad at least bird pantheon in this game is different birds.
It's true, but yeah, that's the big thing that Anya gets, is it's not just that, brother, it's not just normal amounts of awkwardness, it's that Terran is someone who killed, a priest of a major faith in this area, and also has an active bounty out on his head, and that's why people are so fucking weird.
Damn it, now we need to encourage his emo phase and make him, wear a robe with his face all shadowed.
As I said, we should have him wear a mask so we don't have to deal with the evil twin situation.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Well, if
suggesting?
nothing else, I can always throw together a face mask with fangs on it. That seems like the kind of thing that would appeal to his emo phase.
Let's see.
A mask that has eyeliner on it.
No, I don't need a mask. It's not like anybody's gonna try anything. I'm perfect just the way I am.
Not perfect just the way you are, Taryn, but here's the problem. I know you got siblings. One of them's being a mass murderer and fuckhead around here, and because you look so alike, the ones who have a bounty out on your head would be perfectly happy to take you and turn you in for the money.
I don't care. We can take them.
Right. See, the problem that just adds to the whole murder problem.
Well, if they started it, I'm gonna finish it.
I'm mad because I'm the one who taught you that shit.
Look, if you murder too many people, then we don't have people to trade with in the area.
Another point of view. If you murder too many people, then the siblings of yours you actually will also have people gunning out for them, and not all of them are so good at fighting.
Okay, I will do my best to not kill anyone. If they come at me trying to kill me, I will just make it so they can't raise a sword against me. A sword against me. Or my siblings.
Hey, Darren.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best approach here is if someone comes after you trying to kill you, you kill them right back.
Damn it, Eric!
If someone doesn't come at you trying to kill you, don't kill them. So put on a mask so that you don't have to kill anyone.
No, I'm not going to put on a mask.
No, if you put on a mask, you won't have to kill anyone.
Put it this way, if you put on a mask, people will only try and kill you for stuff that you yourself have done. Right now, they'd be trying to kill you because of someone else's fault.
Look, Taryn, don't be selfish and wear a mask. For yours and everyone else's safety.
Hey, you said why is it people in your family always have to die, right?
Fine, I'll put on a mask. Are they selling Are they selling killer serial killer Taryn masks in town, Nick?
No.
Okay.
Max,
Doing that?
Give him it's partially finished, so she says that if he gives him actual work on it during downtime, but it's a scarf with a fang pattern down each side, so that if he wraps it over his face, it looks like,
She's so ready to have an emo kid.
I have been waiting
This
for
isn't
this.
the first time she's gone through this.
She's like, oh, I know this phase.
She has 4 kids, she has multiple grandkids, she's just I've done this before.
This is, in fact, a phase that you're familiar with.
Yeah, no, Eric definitely recognizes this sort of handiwork from the goose scarf that she gave him a while back.
So what you're saying is something that looks like this.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not really. I was more thinking a proper, long and wide scarf with just a tooth pattern fully down each long side of it.
Yeah, but you would wear this, Gator.
Yeah. Are we talking a cape scarf? Cause
that can be sort of worn as a shawl, yeah.
Yeah, Taryn will totally have a cape scarf from now on. That is so long it drags on the floor.
Surprising no one.
Like frickin' Konohamaru from original Naruto. Okay, moving on. We have successfully hidden my face.
Good. All right.
You have successfully hidden your face.
Scarf. I may have regrets.
I mean, he's kind of an emo anime character, so...
Yes, but
Yeah. But while you're on the road, how exactly is everyone traveling right now?
How?
we bothered to take the wagon,
when I
or
can
do
get
we all
to-
have horses?
Everyone on their own horses, basically.
Oh, we no longer have the wagon with us?
You
Well, that
still
was
have the wagon.
Because, like, Aiden would be sleeping in the wagon if that is an option.
Yeah, Taryn will be sitting, shotgun in the wagon or walking alongside. Depends on the time of day, and depends on his level of brooding.
Yes, we have the wagon, in which case Anya's driving it.
Tanya's driving the wagon.
Kristoff is hiding in an apple barrel and will not show up till next time. We can only assume.
Checks out, but
Yeah. Do we encounter any trouble on the road?
a little bit.
Oh no.
So you do definitely get a question where where a group of pretty actually well armed kind of insist on looking through because they're searching for someone in the area.
Oh boy.
Who are they searching for?
Aaron.
Yeah, they give you a description of Taryn.
Okay. I'm going to... So, do they just want to look at the wagon, or are they actually going to be annoying and just want to search all of us as well, or... Is this a
They
thing of
want
where I can
to-
offer them a couple of gold coins and get them to go away?
You would have to offer them many gold coins to go away. But they want to make sure that you're not harboring the fugitive who murdered a ton of people and caused so many problems.
Well, consider me ready to fight.
I think that's the question.
Why don't I have illusionary Why do I only have perfect illusion and not illusionary disguise?
Nick, 2 questions. First question, which leads into the second one. Am I currently wearing my armor? Second question, as they ask if they can search the carriages to find a Taryn, can I just start strapping my armor to myself as they're searching?
I believe you are almost always wearing your...
Yes, pretty much.
So you're
Obviously,
both...
that's something she will attempt if they discover the Terran before combat starts. But
I
Is
think here's
there-
a big question. Are you guys going to initiate the fight, or...
How many of them are there?
There's
Look, if I...
a good 7 on the of them out there. Here's the thing: unlike the barbarian raiders you guys encountered before, these actually have reasonable equipment.
So, if I give them 100 100 coins, and just stress the fact that we are on very important business and are in a rush, can I get them to just do a glance at the back of the wagon, go all good, and leave?
It's going to take more than 100 for them.
The hell's the bounty for?
How much?
Well, for the deaths of several important warriors, several religious figures, and a whole host of crimes, he's got a pretty substantial bounty. But I'd say 10K is about what they probably want, is about the bounty, so...
Can I do fast talk to go lower than that? I don't actually have 10k in free cash at the moment.
You may attempt to roll fast talk. It will be a little bit forward if anything bad happens because Aiden is fast talking.
10K
Okay,
is the
do I get
ultimate.
charisma? Do I get rank? Do I get social status? Do I get the fact that I'm very pretty?
You get the fact that you're very pretty, and you get charisma.
Not rank or status because I'm very important as well.
We're barbarian, man.
That is not important.
Fair enough. So charisma's +3. I don't know what being very pretty is going to be because that's usually on their reaction rolls rather than on my rolls.
I'm gonna say a +2.
So rolling against 18.
Eric, your twin brother is at the bottom of the screen.
Also,
Wow, fuck.
Ow!
Oh,
Technically, this would be a pass by 1.
17.
No, it's not. 17 is always a failure.
Yeah. Okay, I could not talk us out of this.
Why are there 2 of me?
Well, you,
Oh, because I forgot to delete the old icon. Apparently, Irish was down there before.
your work relationship is with yourself. That's what
I
you were
knew
hiding.
it. The only one who could ever love me.
Myself.
Indeed. Indeed. So
I fuck up. I try convincing them to take a look the other way. I then go, fuck it, it's not worth this amount of money, effectively, and just insult them.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, you just insult them, and the lead man just basically goes from being vaguely annoyed at you to pulling out his up is like, alright, you're gonna sit right down right now.
Anya's like coming forward, like waving everyone to just like hold on, talks haven't broken down yet.
Okay, I'm going to sit next to this tree here and just start
Bringing it to
reciting poetry.
life. Casting a spell.
Damn it, Aiden.
Look, it's like a 5-minute long poem, so it is I'm sitting here out of the way. If they decide that if we're going to break up before if they let us go before then, it's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Anya's just going to be like, right, okay, look. Got a bit of a reason to be nervous. This doesn't need to go into an actual problem. Here, he's mass murdering idiot who's been causing all the problems. He's this guy's sibling. They look a little similar. We're trying to not get this one taken in for crimes that he didn't commit. Looking for the murderer too. You want to travel look for him together? You get hold of me? That's fine with us.
Mm-hmm. He's just going to look at Anya like, sibling, right. Alright, I want to see this one. See if he's wearing the right, what do all you call it down south? Heraldry? That.
Is Taryn wearing any heraldry?
This is new armor. I don't think I am, actually.
You're still a member of the Sun Guard, is he?
Right.
Do you still wear the regalia of the Sun Guard, though?
I mean, it's like...
Did you...
so the thing is, I had Sun Guard armor with that on my old armor, because it's what they provided me with. Now I have new armor that I bought when I was with Anya.
Here's the thing. Would Anya have purchased the armor with the appropriate symbols to what Taryn's actual job is?
She would have. She would say, we're at what heraldry? Because the boy here's got Sun Guard armor, but that's because it's his job back where we are.
I'm not really sure. And yeah, sun might be right. It's a big sun emblazoned on blue and white. He's describing exactly Taryn's armor.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Well, like I said, if you want to come with us and keep an eye on us so that we don't slip away, just in case we are the right one, while all of us look for the murderer, because all of us want him gone, we'd be fine with that.
Given the previous failure, give me
I know.
Yeah, give me a social roll at -3.
Oh, this is gonna go bad.
Hey, no.
Oh, yeah, no.
What do you mean? That's totally a pass at -3.
Ooh, that is very not a pass.
Mhm.
I really need to pull.
It is like a fail by 9.
So also a crit fail. Almost a crit fail.
Well, just a crit.
By 7, not 9. I did the math slightly wrong. It's just like, this is probably not going to work after Aiden's insult barrage, because god damn it, but I need to at least try.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it very much was a, I need to at least try, and his response is, we're not going to let you hide him from us.
No hiding involved.
If he draws a weapon on Anya,
He's had his been drawn.
If he raises that weapon, there's going to be issues.
From more than one person.
Yeah.
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 Basically, your point of is like, alright, you lot are harboring him. You can grip him up, and all you can walk away. The others are rather getting ready.
Yeah, see, we got a problem with that. We'd rather pretty sure that it's someone else. We'd both like to find who that someone else is. Perfectly happy, as I said, perfectly happy to be underwashed and even have that one disarmed in manacles while all of us go together, just to make sure that there ain't anyone else behind this.
You just described him as being the brother of the guy. And when we described what symbol he was wearing, you looked pretty funny.
Do families not tend to go into the same line of business?
I would just say I wouldn't know.
I'm
God
pretty
damn it,
sure
you
I'm
got
not allowed to re-roll a social roll.
You're not allowed to reroll a soul roll.
I think this has happened every time I've had 18 or better as my what I'm rolling against.
Just leave it at 16.
The dice try to emulate that number? Yeah.
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 Just say, I'm going to give you one more shot. Whoever you're hiding in there, you come out and we'll figure out if you're the guy we're after. All the rest of you can go away and go about whatever it is you're doing. He's shouting at the wagon. I just rearranged this slightly for Aiden being off on the side of the road near a tree and Anya being up in the talkie mode.
So I just successfully stealthed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have my hand on the hilt of my sword because I don't like anything about the situation.
Anya's still kind of like got her hands raised, very obvious, no weapon drawn.
Yep.
So I fucked up on what the duration of the spell is, so I theoretically can just cast it at whatever.
Yeah, you've been sitting there reciting poetry to yourself for a while, and they have no idea what you're doing.
Clearly is form of stress relief.
Clearly, just a form of stress relief.
They should try it sometimes. Actually, maybe everyone should sit down around a tree and recite poetry. Clearly the best way to move past this situation.
Yep.
She has nice new mail and bronze plate. She can take a hit if things go south.
Yep. No,
Yeah, you know,
you guys are pretty threatening, but
Is the guy who's been talking, doing this all, the guy who's like the nicest dressed, who's the leader? Quote.
yes. What are you rolling stealth, Izzy?
Passed by 7.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oof, indeed. Let me go Where are you trying to go? Just move on the map to where you're trying to go.
Oh no, I'm just ducking behind some stuff in the carriage, so if a dude comes over, I'm gonna surprise the shit out of him.
Oh
All right.
no. It's the worst jack in the box in the world.
I'm proud of him.
So
He loaded sword instead of a snake.
the main guy just gestures to two of his guys who do not have their weapons drawn, but are like obviously raised. Like, all right, you two go search the wagon. Looks right on you. We gonna do this without violence, or are we gonna have to get rough with all of you? You got some pretty nice things, but we got numbers on you.
I strongly prefer to do it without violence, as I'm sure all of us would.
Just gonna go confirm whether or not your kid has the symbols that we're looking for.
Nick, I have 2 private questions for you.
Okay.
This is gonna go poorly.
This could go so badly for them. Wait for his questions.
Yes or no for that one?
Wait.
Oh, you could have said that out loud.
I probably could have, but it maintains the mystique if I don't.
And you could answer that one out loud, too. And I would know this because of stuff I've picked up and where their weapons are placed on their belts.
Oh yeah, no, they're right-handed because that's the statistical most common one.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're surprised, you don't get a defense roll, correct?
You are correct. You do not get a defense roll if you're surprised.
Cool.
Wow.
But what bad could possibly happen from that question?
Let me know when they start poking around the carriage.
Yeah, these two are going to come over and start poking around the carriage.
Cool. Taran will pop up with his broadsword and all-out attack right arm of the closest dude, giving to accuracy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting to have happen here.
Yep.
As a player, I'm delighted. In character, damn it, boy!
In character, damn it, boy, is yeah.
Okay, so he got no defense, correct?
He, in fact, does not get any defense, no.
Okay, so it's not a crit, but it's a pass. And now it's damage on his arm.
That's what I was expecting you to do, yes.
Yeah, 3D plus 2. Oh, that's disappointing. That's only 7 damage.
Oh. Let me go check what his DR is, because that's not a very good hit, is he?
No, it's not. It's a very shitty hit.
Yeah, that's a scratch, because he's got a decent amount of armor on his arm. He's got a decent amount of armor. By the way, we're in combat now.
So, at the sound of the sword swinging, can I try finishing my spell?
Give me a dex check, Sean. And if you have combat reflexes, you get +6 to this.
I don't. That's a pass on dex, though.
Then you do get to act in the surprise round, yes. 1 minute.
Okay, let me see if I can actually successfully cast my spell.
So
That is a pass by 0.
Can everyone see their initiative right now?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
Alright, didn't think so. Did anyone's initiative change since the last time I did this?
Nope.
Mine didn't.
Considering it, but
Terran's initiative is different.
I'm 6.75, not 5.75.
sounds more like it.
Yup.
That was
Also, the finishing stanza, because all of my spells have to involve rhymes, you should have been afraid the trees rise to my aid, and then that's going to be I stand up and so does the tree I'm leaning against.
Oh boy.
and I am draining the gem I just refilled, because that's what I do every one time we get into a fight.
It's a good idea.
Fight, mano a mano, just you and me and my tree beard.
Yep. And I'm just gonna add these guys in.
I disappeared from the turn order.
Can you send me what the tree stats were from last time?
I deleted the wrong Terran.
You did. There we go.
What determines initiative again?
Dexterity and HT.
Sorry, that wasn't really words.
Dexterity and HT.
That's just the same as your speed?
Yeah, it's just the same as your speed.
Right, I'm supposed to be at 5.5, not 5.25.
Oh, there we go. Fixing that. Should be accurate now. Is it accurate now?
Yes, it is.
Damn, they are all faster than us.
No, they're not.
Like you're fighting a bunch of people who actually have combat training or something.
If you're not Terran, okay. Teeny little.
Yeah.
This is going to be a thing.
You are.
I hear scratch. I'll be right back. I hear scratch.
Reorder this to 7. Terran gets surprise round, and then every Terran and Aiden get surprise round because. So Terran dealt some damage. Aiden made a tree be animated. Oh, then everyone else is going, oh fuck, we're in the middle of a fight now, as the guy screams out in pain and the tree suddenly starts moving.
Yeah, you can kind of just see, even before Anya turns and shouts over her shoulder, you can just see the god damn it. Sorry, Goose damn it, crossing her face at the sound.
At the sound of Terran, or the sound of Aiden reacting to the sound of Terran by having a tree stand up?
The tree standing is fully what you'd expected. It's more Terran for kicking things off. She's just disappointed.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Who's not mad and disappointed?
Yeah.
No, Anya's both.
At me?
Alright. I'm assuming this tree that was right next to Aiden.
Yeah, the tree is right next to Aiden, because it was me looking at that looks sort of tree-ish, let me stand next to it.
So Sean, thank you for moving yourself so that you can get the tree. Now you have the tree. So
is this like a...
You're not in a super forested area.
Damn it.
So Terran does get to go first.
But Terran will... Oh, in addition to that, yeah.
Yep.
He got a surprise round and he wins initiative.
Yeah. Yeah. Second verse, same as the first. Hit.
Same roll.
Yeah, same roll. I believe he doesn't still get any.
No, he does get a chance to dodge this time. He is aware that he's in danger. He has a penalty, but he has a chance.
Fair.
That's a no.
Yeah.
He does not, in fact, fail to dodge, even though he jumped back. So roll damage, is he?
Okay, that is 12 damage on his arm.
12 damage, you say?
I do.
Well, that forces 2 HT rolls. Let's see whether or not this guy's down. Okay, he still has his arm. He is, in fact, on the ground screaming.
So I broke his arm.
You did not break... you didn't break it, but you cut a pretty good chunk away. It's still mold.
Okay.
He passed the HT roll versus crippling injury, but failed the HT roll versus major wounded knockdown.
Okay.
Basically, the bone is visible.
It's visible, but you didn't cut through muscle. You cut like along the side of his bicep, not directly in it.
So he's at a penalty.
You didn't shatter bone.
He's at a penalty to wielding a sword, though.
Oh yeah, he's a big character building a sword.
Okay, I'm fine. Continue.
All right. Well, Aiden, I'm sorry, but you outed yourself as a mage right next to a guy who has his weapon drawn.
Yeah, I was hoping that the tree would be intimidating, or Iric would get to go first.
He's just like, shit! Burn the tree! And then, shifts this way and swings at Aiden.
What's the bonus for dodge and retreat?
You're sitting.
I stood up when I finished the spell.
Okay, it'd be a +3.
Because I had to be dramatic and have myself and the tree stand up at the same time.
Hey,
Okay.
we're all the same lives.
Nice. Yep. No. So dodge and retreat. Actually, wait a minute. No, he would not step there. He would stand his ground there. Dodge and retreat would be a +3, but he's giving you a -1 from skill,
So it's at a +2.
which is a good thing he gave a penalty, because otherwise that would have been a crit. So yeah, roll dodge +2.
Okay, that is just speed
Mm-hmm.
plus the bonus. So this is not going well. Actually, other question. What is the level of forestry in the area?
Light.
Because of the, hey, let me just try to block this with a tree spell, which
Yeah, like-
the amount of DR I get is based off the how thickly vegetation is.
It's a light forest. You're in a more hilly and mountainous region.
Okay, let me just look up real quick what the DR to MP to FP spent on that is, of just real quick to see if that is actually worth it. So this would be sparsely forest is sparse?
Is this forest defense?
Yeah. It's either sparse, normal, dense, or impenetrable. I'm guessing this is sparse.
It'd actually be normal. You're not in a forest, but you're still in a green area. There's more grass and bushes than trees. Is how I would.
Then okay. Then my rolling of forest defense is theoretically better than my attempts at rolling dodge, so I'm doing that. I fail.
Oof.
So I'm just taking a hit.
Aiden's taking 10 cutting damage.
Ow.
The amount of DR I have there is 2.
So you are taking 8, which turns into 12. By the way,
So-
he has a big old two-handed weapon.
I roll against unconsciousness at this point, I'm pretty sure.
First you roll against major wound and stun.
Okay, that's HT high pain low pain threshold does that give me a penalty to either of these?
Yes, it does. -3 penalty.
Yeah, that's a fail for knock it down and stun, and that will be a fail for unconscious.
Alright, so Aiden's out, but you still have a tree.
Is the tree going to do anything with him out, though?
He still got to give it a mental command.
Which will be to attack them, but seeing as how they said burn it and Aiden is also anti-fire.
Alright, these two are both going to back away from the that guy's going to back away from the wagon and draw his sword.
Smart guy.
The other guy does not recover from his stun. Anya?
Can I... Is shielding another person possible in this system?
Yes, you can use all-out defense to get in between you and another person, just interpose yourself between someone and someone else. Especially because you have a shield.
Yeah, do that for Aiden.
Okay. Yep, you get up to half your move, so you can just like shift yourself to here, +2 to your defenses, and are protecting Aiden.
I haven't bothered getting my weapon out yet. Right now, I'm just like, okay, this one needs to not die.
Yo.
Iris does not need that level of sadness in his life.
Honestly, we basically have a turn of shifting and drawing weapons.
Oh.
There was one guy on the enemy side who actually had his weapon ready. Everyone else was like ready for a fight, but not pulling it out. Eirik.
Okay, so remind me, did Anya all out or no?
No,
Anya-
I used to protect Aiden.
Anya has interposed between the enemies and Aiden.
I got out my shield and took a defensive stance instead of going for my weapon.
Oh, okay, then I would like to come over here and attack.
Did you draw your weapon?
I would like to come over here and draw my weapon.
Okay. Ira, can move over there and draw. This person is casting a spell. Well, the tree gets to do something.
So the tree is going to go over here and punch this dude.
Is it all out attacking or moving attacking?
Moving attacking, I guess.
Okay. Roll versus 9.
Because of the things. Yeah, that's gonna fail because it can't move and attack.
Move and attack.
I forgot that cost. I forgot move and attack doesn't actually work.
No, I in fact got rid of that for reasons.
And there's no rolls for just waking up from unconsciousness, correct? Unless someone heals you.
Correct.
Worry. Sure, it'll be this turn, but it'll be soon.
Victor is going to mark himself as the next target by showing he is also a mage.
And it's also Victor's turn.
Can't see it, but Dave just gave a very sheepish and I'm so screwed smile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, since it's been quite some time, can you get how far I can actually move in one turn? 3?
So, if you're casting a spell, you get a step. Otherwise, you can move up to your move.
Okay, and then I'd be taking -1, 2, 3, I think, in range penalties. Aiden.
Remember, your staff gives you 2 hexes.
Yeah, your staff gives you +2. Functionally, you are 2 closer to
Yes,
whoever
-3.
you're poking at.
-1 for someone adjacent or flat for someone adjacent?
Adjacent is you need to be in their hex normally, so it's -1 for adjacent normally.
This is a job for minor healing. Let's see. I don't have time to charge it, so start with the spell roll.
And you are at a -3 penalty for doing it, but meh.
Alright. 2 FP into the... how far in the negatives does it look like Aiden is?
-2.
What happens at exactly 0 HP?
It's when you have to start rolling versus being unconscious.
Okay, I'm going to pump 3 into this rather than 2. Play it safe. I pass the roll, so you get HP and are now at 1.
Thank you.
Aiden will be able to start standing on his next turn. It's Terran's turn.
Most important thing. Does he fail disadvantage?
You're not wrong. That is, in fact, the most important thing.
I do not. I do not fail. So this guy is just screaming at his bloodied hand,
Yep,
and this guy drew his weapon.
correct.
And what is this person doing?
She has drawn her weapon.
Also a sword?
She has a spear.
Okay, but these two have swords?
Those two have swords.
Okay, and if I move up to him, I can't attack, correct?
You can move an attack and roll at a horrific penalty.
What's the penalty?
You are rolling at either -4 or 9, whichever is lower.
Okay. Can you shift one in attack?
You can shift one attack, yes.
And you've got swords, so you do it in range.
Yeah, can I... Actually, does my sword have a range of 2?
Does your sword have a range of 2, Izzy? That is a question for you.
Yes, it does in fact have a reach of 2. Great swords. Sir Irik's great sword nonetheless. Doing the same thing, gonna try attacking this guy's sword arm.
The guy who has a sword drawn?
Yeah. This guy's screaming on the ground stunned. I don't care about him right now.
Yep. Do it.
Pass.
Parried.
Okay. That's all I got.
All right. Well, this guy is backing up a smidge. Anya, Eirik. Which of them does he feel like he should actually swing at more? Eirik has a weapon. Eirik is getting swung at.
Okay.
He is giving you -1 to your defense. And connects. He's just swinging his poleaxe at you.
Much damage.
You have to roll defense. Unless you're like just taking it.
I keep forgetting that I can parry because it took me so long to learn that I can parry. Okay, here we go. Rolling parry.
Parry -1 as a note.
-1. Passed by 0. Get
You
wrecked.
Yep, you have managed to parry him.
Parrying is so handy.
Yes, having any defenses is kind of great. Kind of really.
What are those?
Next, Izzy, did you all attack?
He did not.
I believe he surprisingly passed it.
Yeah, I believe he did not all attack. I'm just waiting for Izzy to confirm whether or not that was true. Lol. Anyway, this guy's gonna step up and swing at Terran. That's a hit. Izzy has no penalty to his defense, assuming he has one. I'm waiting to see whether or not he has one.
Does seem he's stepped away for a minute.
Yep. The other guy finally recovered from his stun and stands up. That is his turn. Damn it, Izzy. Oh, okay. I feel like, at least until Victor's turn, this segment is self-contained.
So are we going to go back to see about whether or not Izzy got hit?
No, we're gonna wait till Izzy comes back. Anya!
Okay. I'm guessing I cannot draw step whack.
You cannot what?
I'm not going to just draw. Wait, fuck, I need to make a roll. Hang on.
Yeah, because you can't draw an attack if you all out.
Not have to all out. Okay. I draw my weapon and then just like still all out defense.
Sorry, I had to go help Jenna. What happened?
You can draw your weapon and still all out defense if you don't.
Fine with that.
Okay. Izzy, give me a defense roll. You got hit.
Okay. Did the other guy recover from stun?
He recovered from stun and stood up. That was his turn.
Blocking with shield.
A shield?
I have a shield now, yeah.
Huh.
I pass.
Yep, you blocked.
I know. Shock and awe as Terran uses defenses.
Yep. Alright, actually, let me see how... Oh, no, she actually has range on Anya from there, so she's gonna try stabbing Anya.
Okay.
Hit. No defense penalty, so you get your +2.
Yeah, totally defended.
Yep. This guy's aiming... This guy's firing a, snapshot at Eirik.
Can I use my defense for Eirik at all?
You were protecting Abe.
Can I use my defense?
Know about that.
So,
You don't have it.
here's the thing. Eirik, you have a choice between dodge or parry missile weapon. Because you're getting shot by an...
Parry
Well,
missile
my
weapon.
dodge is shit. So how do I parry a missile weapon?
You need to
It's
be
a
trained.
specific skill.
Roll your dodge, because the problem is you need a shield to actually deal with arrows.
D6.
Lol, no.
That's not a pass.
Eirik gets hit for 7 impaling damage.
Ooh.
How much of
Yeah.
that gets eaten by armor?
Most of it.
Remind me how to do that again.
What's your
It's been a
DR
minute.
on your torso?
5.
So you take 2 damage, that becomes 4 after damage mods. You take 4 damage total.
Okay, thanks.
Which is not enough to actually cause a major wound.
Hey, get wrecked.
Yep. And I'm just going to... This guy aimed, so I'm going to mark off the fact that he aimed. By the way, Eirik, it's your turn.
All right, let's get to smacking.
Who are you smacking? That's the actual important question, is who are you smacking?
I know, I'm just not sure if this dude is the bigger threat with the bow, or if this dude...
One of them this turn. Let's put it
I will say, these two definitely have the best armor of the people here.
Okay, I'm gonna get to smacking one of them.
That's about what I expected when I gave you that information, in all honesty.
Yep. I think my weapon has reach. Yeah, it has reach.
You may also move 1 hex per turn freely.
I would not like to do that. I would like to remain between the archer and my lord.
This is legit. You are, in fact, very good at your job.
I try. At the cost of everything else in my life. Alright. So, okay, so smacking this dude.
Okay,
And I'm not all outing. Okay.
good plan.
Roll 3d6. How good am I at sword again?
That's enough if you didn't take a penalty.
It's a... That's a pass by 2. Pretty good at swords.
Pretty good at swords.
Yeah.
He steps back and dodges.
Punk.
Yeah.
Jerk.
I'm gonna get him next turn. Mark you me. He's just gonna come over here so I can smack him.
Alright. Sean, your tree has to roll against 6 for dodge because it's getting fireballed.
Is Aiden conscious enough to just cast deflect energy? Or not yet?
Not until his turn.
Damn it. Can the tree dodge and retreat for +3?
Yes, so it's rolling against 9, but it has to move away from the mage.
Yeah, that's fine. Damn it. The tree gets hit by a fireball.
It also still retreats. It just got hit in addition to retreating. I gave your tree an HP bar.
I assume it also has DR.
Not against...
Damn it.
A little bit of DR against fire.
It is hard to set a tree on fire, in all honesty, because there's water in that.
It's true. Your tree takes 5 damage after DR.
Okay.
The tree is very strong. The tree is not particularly agile.
I know.
It is also now Aiden's turn.
So tree is going to run over here and go next to this archer dude. Aiden is going to stand... And, like, I can roll for move and attack, but it's not like I'm going to hit. I guess I roll move and attack for the roll against 9.
You do have a penalty to your defenses if you move and attack.
What defenses does the tree have?
Parry with its branches.
When it's next to 2 archers and a mage.
Okay, fair enough. That's actually legit.
Hey, that actually hits the archer.
Nope.
Jerk.
Mega jerk. Victor.
I guess I'm removing these symbols from Aiden. I remove the symbols from Aiden.
I can remove those. Give me a sec for that.
I found them. There's a lot of them. Why are there so many?
Because diversity, John. Because.
Oh yeah, didn't I actually technically take a major wound?
You did in fact take a major wound. Aiden
Wondering about that.
Aiden has some broken ribs after that. He's bleeding rather profusely, even though Victor helped.
Okay, I guess the arrows are major wound, or should a broken heart be major wound? I don't know what a major wound is.
The major wound is mostly you are at a dex penalty, but Aiden never uses his dex for anything, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
The broken heart can be the major wound. Actually, I'm going to also mark that this guy has a broken heart because of Terran. It's all Terran's fault.
Terran, breaker of hearts.
Terran gave love a bad name.
Terran's never been in a serious relationship. Serious relationships can't handle Terran.
I mean, very clearly he's trying to learn from Sir Eirik as much as he can.
Okay. This turn is going to be movement. We're to here. Since I should be able to move 3.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. That's it. That is just a move. Terran.
So this guy stood up.
Yep. He stood back up.
Did he draw his weapon?
He did not, for he does not have quick draw.
Well, I'm not going to kick him while he's down, so I'm going to attack the other guy again. First off, I need to disadvantage first. Pass. Attack!
Attack!
Pass! Targeting arm.
I'm assuming his sword arm?
Yes. Unless there is a reason to attack his other arm.
You got parried.
Yeah, Oh well. This is going to be a game of parrying and blocking.
Yep. Terran's gonna 2v1 people. Alright, well... Guy with the poleaxe is gonna swing at the tree that's in his back line.
Don't we still need to finish Terran's turn?
That was my turn.
Terran attacked and got parried.
Oh, I didn't pick up that the parry was successful.
Yep. That is actually a critical hit. Thank you, Dice. You are truly excellent. Luckily, the tree actually is homogeneous, so it ignores a lot of crit effects.
Who crit the tree?
What?
Axe.
The guy with the poleaxe crit the tree.
Oh, he has
Roll-
that large of a range?
What?
Which weapons?
His range is that huge?
It's range 2-3.
Okay, wow.
I think that's all.
He gets no special thing besides you have no defense.
Poor twin.
Well, how much damage is it after DR then?
10 damage post DR. The tree does not care about major wounds.
The tree's not going to be up for much longer.
The tree
It's
is doing
still-
his job of soaking and being an annoyance.
The tree is still in positive HP. Terran's getting attacked.
Of course.
Oh, right, you can go to negative HP.
Yes, everything can go into negative HP. This is actually very important. Terran,
I forget about it.
roll defense -2.
Which guy? The guy... Oh, only one guy?
That guy, yes. The other guy is drawing his sword. Finally.
I will attempt to parry.
Okay.
-2, you said?
-2, I said.
And shields give +3 to all active defenses, correct?
Shields give their DB to active defenses. I believe your shield is a +3, but, like, other shields are not.
Yeah. The fuck is my shield? There it is. Yep. Okay. And it's you said at a -2?
Correct.
I passed that shit. Terran bunts, uses the shield, and just bounces the guy's blade off of it back in his face. Boing.
Ting, whiff, whiff. Ting, whiff, whiff. Also Anya's turn.
Okay, tell me what my options are for all outing again, since I have to this turn.
So, you get a free move equal to half your move. You get either +4 accuracy, 2 attacks, or +2 damage or +1 damage per die, whichever is higher.
You can do the move and double attack.
Move is free. The attacks are in addition to all of them.
Oh, dang.
All-out attacking is really powerful, but puts you at a big risk. So, Anya's charging in.
Yeah, Anya's cranky, and Anya's trying to decide whether she wants 2 attacks or one really ouchy attack.
It's a good question. Both of these guys have pretty reasonable armor, actually. Like, it's heavy chainmail.
I will go for the one big attack and probably whiff. We're attacking dude with the poleaxe because he's the one who messed Dave up. Really?
Oh! Give me another 3d6, because that's a crit fail.
Yes, it is. It's an 11.
Anya goes for a big attack, and her axe slips from her hand, falling at her feet.
Fine.
Yeah, that's not all that bad. Guy who's aiming was aiming at Anya.
Hey.
That's a hit.
There's the hit. My torso.
Oh, it's always a torso.
Excellent.
Yup. That is 5 impaling.
I don't care.
Nope.
GURPS min damage 0 or 1?
0.
So, here's the thing. It's actually more complicated, but with arrows, it's mostly 0. If he had, say, a mace, the answer would be different.
Of course.
Oh, right, because blunt force trauma.
Correct. This lady is stepping back and trying to stand. Again, Anya. That's a hit.
Okay.
That is 8 in damage.
My torso.
Also torso.
I don't care. I have DR9 torso.
Yup, and she looks rather alarmed amount of DR.
I just kind of sense her feral grin as the spear scrapes off the breastplate.
Yeah, she was not expecting that.
There's a reason I decided to get the heavier armor instead of enchanting the equivalent of my old one.
This guy's stepping back and flinging her attack towards Eirik. It misses.
Oh.
By the way, Eirik, it's time for you to smash. Maybe.
Fully.
Okay, it looks like that guy's got a tree to worry about, so I probably don't have to worry about him right now. And I'm only 1 step away, so I think I can afford to smack. I think I want to take the penalty so that I get a better chance at actually hitting him.
Alright. So every -2 you take is a -1 on his defense. By the way, this is mostly worth it.
I think I can roll under a 12, so let's take -2. Now that I've said that, I won't roll under a 12. But
That's sort of how it goes every time, isn't it, though?
ha ha! Get wrecked! Passed by 5 with the penalty.
Nice.
So -1 to his defense.
Try to move away. Let's see if he actually pulls it off. He does not. You hit.
Haha! And my damage is 2d6 plus 4?
That sounds accurate.
Man! Passed by 6. There's a +1 to my effective skill when I'm using this sword. I forgot about that.
Ah.
It wouldn't
It's
have
a very
mattered
good
last
sword.
time. Yeah. Sometimes you give me nice things. Working for you isn't entirely bad. So 2d6 plus 4. 10. Get wrecked.
10 damage. That pierces through his armor, but it's pretty thick armor.
Does he seem a little bit wrecked?
He's definitely just a little bit wrecked, but he's not major wound.
Okay.
Thank
As long
you,
as he's-
Laura.
Laura, would you like to share with the class?
Eirik sees this as an employment benefit.
Hey! Nice.
Seems legit. But no, Ira got some damage in. Enemy mage is backing up and starting to cast another spell. Hayden.
What is the tree's punch range?
Just one, unfortunately, it is not the largest of trees.
So, like, this wouldn't be a range, it would have to move twice.
It would have to move an attack or all-out attack.
Outing the mage
Yeah,
is not
let's-
effective.
What is its all-out attack movement? How much movement does it get?
It is movement 3, so it is movement 2 when all out attacking.
Because I'm debating just going for trying to fuck up the mage and keeping them from casting more.
I would be perfectly happy with the mage leafing the encounter.
Yep, let's go for that. All-out attack. I guess I
Wow.
roll 2 attacks against it, is what I'm going to go for, because I'm going to try to give the mage as many penalties to its casting roll next turn.
Sounds legit.
Double 9s for the 2 attack rolls, apparently. I'm assuming that is good enough. I don't know what the tree stats are.
That's good enough. First one gets dodged, second one is hit. Roll 1d plus 4.
Ten damage.
That's a real good hit.
Tree was angry about the fire from before.
Yep. This is HT checks. Hey, Victor, what you do?
Aiden still gets to act.
Alright, you still has to go, yes.
I'm going to move 1 space, I guess, and try to hit that guy with Flame Jet, meaning first casting, do I cast the spell correctly? Yep. Do I actually make the innate attack roll correctly? Yep. So he can dodge
Who are you trying to hit with this, Sean?
the polearm dude.
How much mana are you putting into it?
Just the one that it gets that I can get by default at the level, I think. Or actually, now let me go for 3 to get. Let me go for 3 so I get 3d6 damage if it hits.
You also have range equal to your mana, and he's 4 range away from you.
And I have +2 range from the thing, from the staff, so let's go with 2 mana and then. Or now let's do 3 mana and bat.
Yep.
Does he?
Alright. He's trying to dodge. Nope.
Only 6 damage from the flame jet.
That
Oh wait,
actually...
because skill level, I think. What?
No, it's entirely based on mana. That actually hits his armor and does nothing.
Yep. I also might request more healing from Victor because I might try something really dumb next turn.
We'll
I
see.
like Victor.
Yeah, actually, that step. Major healing this time.
Yay.
That's a huge pass.
Big pass indeed.
And major healing is 2 per, so take 4 this time.
Thank you.
I'm out of range to do much of anything else.
Mm. Four is a bunch of health, though. Hey, Taryn.
Well, first things first. Disadvantage check.
That was Taryn all out attack.
I think you mean...
Damn it! What a waste of a 3.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
No, he does not. I'm just gonna look at the guy with the bad... Like, this guy with the bad arm has his sword in his bad arm now, right?
Yup.
And this guy doesn't, right? well, gonna attack this guy's arm again, the one with the bad arm. Just like
Punishing the weak, apparently.
yeah, just like I gave you a chance. Swing down.
Yep. Roll it.
Pass. Unfortunately, my stat is not high enough to give them penalties to their defense.
It's really unfortunate because you got parried again because you give them penalties. And you're 2v1ing.
Yeah. You know,
If only that 3 was on the attack roll.
yeah, if only.
Yep.
I mean, it's you know what? I'm gonna try dropping their defenses next turn, and if that fails, it means I get the knife, which means they won't have defenses against me.
You're not allowed to drop your skill below 10, Izzy.
Hmm?
You're not allowed to drop your skill below 10 with deceptive attack penalties, but yeah, this guy, the guy with his poleaxe is swinging it on you.
Okay.
Surprising exactly no one. Oof. 13 cutting damage.
Okay, so again?
Anya can't do anything to defend herself currently, right?
She all outed last turn.
Can I cast Forest Defense on other people? I cannot remember.
Yes, you can, but you only get one defensive spell per turn. Use it on yourself.
Let's go for
I'll live.
Let's go for this. I theoretically have Eirik to try and protect me.
It's a good theory.
You have a healer.
Fuck,
Conveniently
I
located.
failed this roll again. What the hell? Never mind, you do not get any DR.
You still spend the monotron.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Oh,
My gem is going to be drained completely at this point from the first 2 spells, so yeah.
First shot again?
13 was the damage, Lore.
Asking if it was at my torso or not.
It was at torso.
Okay, so I take 6 damage then. Whatever, I'm still above half.
Yep. It hurts, but you're still pretty much okay.
I hope the dude is somewhat alarmed at the fact that I just kind of took it.
After his partner stabbed you to no effect, he's not that alarmed by it. Over in Terran's 2v1 duel,
I still
we
think
guys go.
I still think I'm winning.
You're still definitely winning, but we guys going first.
Sure.
What the fuck? He crit.
Fuck this guy. Well, I guess.
He rolls, you get no defense, so.
Yeah, I know.
Shrug.
Le shrug.
Le shrug. 8 damage, cutting at torso.
Okay. I'll take 3 damage.
Terran is in fact a damage spawn. He literally rolled a 3 on that one. Other guy hits with a giving you -1 to defense. It's probably not going to work.
I will parry.
Roll it, Izzy.
Son of a bitch, I fail that. Oh, wait, you, -1. Yeah, I fail by 1.
Big shield, big defense. 7 cutting damage.
Torso?
Torso.
1 damage.
Oh.
Woo.
Terran sits there and is just like, really?
It is Anya's turn.
Oh,
I'm going. I want to look at the guy with the bad arm and just say, just to confirm, that's the best you can do, right?
so if I all out, can I draw another weapon and or get my weapon from the ground and still make an attack?
Yes, I would give you either.
I mean, like, obviously I wouldn't do both weapon things, but...
Yeah, you can either pick up your one from the ground, or you can draw a new weapon to attack with.
I will pick up my weapon from the ground, up... No, I have a question. Rather, a question I need to answer for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is smack the dude.
He is fair.
Scrolling back. What's the thing I'm looking for? No, I whipped, so that was back then. This time I hit.
Against the poleaxe dude? He failed his dodge this time.
Still do the big single whack, or does destroying the weapon negate that?
Yeah, you still get that. You only had a one step, so.
How much extra damage is that?
Either +2 or +1 per die, whichever is higher.
1! Oh well, it's still 8 cutting damage.
One of his people pinged off you, you pinged off of him.
Heck, man.
He's wearing really heavy armor. He's not very fast.
That's me, then.
She's gonna try and stab Anya in the leg and whiff.
Good.
Aiming. Lyric.
Oh man, I have no idea what to do. There's nobody within my stabbing range.
You can always stab Aiden.
That sounds like the opposite of what Iric is supposed to be doing.
Use your great sword.
I never
Help.
give Aiden your wood.
Oh god, never mind. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. It's too late. It will never be said now. Okay, so in order to move and attack, I have to all out, yeah?
So all out gives you half of your move plus an attack. Regular move and attack gives you either a -4 penalty or max roll 9, whichever is worse, but you're full move. Also, you can't.
Also, you can't what?
It's basically all an attack is half move, big attack bonuses, no defenses.
Yes.
Move and attack is full move, big attack penalty, no.
Keep cutting out on the last part of the second one. No what?
Parry, but you still have dodge.
Oh, my dodge is absolute bullshit.
This is why when you're heavy armor, big weapon, you usually all out attack.
I might go down, but I need to stab. Let's see. What is my... When I get half move, can I move 3 or do I only get to move 2?
Round down.
No! Okay, so nobody's within stabbing range.
You might just want to move that. Just normal move.
What did this archer do last go around?
Aim. Actually, I'm going to put the symbol on. Both archers aimed.
Do we know at what?
Anya, who is far and away the person who looks like the biggest threat right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move over here and keep my defense and everything, because if they're aiming at Anya, then Aiden's okay. And I need to take care of the 2 tanks up here.
Okay. Nick.
Actually, I want to move into both of their range for both of them and stand next to Anya.
Good plan. The mage is trying to fireball the tree again. That's a hit.
Does she have a penalty? She doesn't have a penalty to her roll from the damage.
She has a penalty to it, but she's still hit.
Damn it. The tree all outed last turn.
It did. Luckily, she's not super high. Oof. 7 damage this time to the tree. After DR.
After DR?
Mhm.
So the tree's at -2. I don't know what I'm rolling for the tree for staying conscious.
HT 12.
Really? Only 12? I'm pretty sure the tree's fucking conscious.
It is! And it's Aiden's turn and the tree's turn.
That is the most conscious this tree has ever been in its life.
The tree's stepping forward and punching her in the face again.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a hit or not.
No, that's not a hit.
Well, at least keep the anagon. And does my major wound affect my move speed?
Minus
What?
-1 to your move.
Okay, so my speed is 5, so I can move 4 spaces. Right? And if you want, you can switch out what icon I'm using because it's time for opposed will saves. Where she has a -3 to it.
That would be a fail by 4.
Okay, let me roll my will to make sure I don't fail by more. I pass my will by... let's see, my will was 14, so I passed by 8. She failed by 4. That's a difference of 12. Roll on the table for it. Or should I roll on the table for it?
I'll roll for hilarity. By the way, you should describe this to the people who haven't seen it before.
So, Aiden, before as he runs over to do this, is going to be like, it will explain after fight, and as he runs over, his flesh turns to oak, his hair turns to fire, and his eyes become coals.
What the?
What?
Does Taryn notice this?
Theoretically, Victor and Taryn have both seen him do this and didn't question it. Oh no, wait, Victor did. Taryn didn't.
Victor and Christoph did. I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a different image that I have given Nick before that he could switch out the icon for.
I have to go find it.
I was gonna say that sounds like work.
It does sound like
I'll find it and put it in chat. I do want to make a better one later of that is also animated or do a animation of switching or just give it the close as well. But let me find where it is.
You deleted the icon the last time you did this because you went back to normal form afterward.
Yeah, it only lasts for the turn I'm using it. But guess what? Situation is bad enough that I'm probably only using fire form for the rest of this fight.
So if she just throws her weapon to the ground and bows down to Aiden.
Well.
Yeah, but
Amusingly enough, the during activation is probably going to be something along the lines of "bow to your god." So, because I'm pretty sure that's kind of what Aiden would be saying of the "okay, I'm just trying to shatter your mind."
That's legit.
By the way, Victor.
Yeah. How has Taryn been doing in his fight with these two other schmucks?
I have been scratched.
All right, good.
No, Dave, it's the Hector dance in the arena.
Okay, yeah.
It's the what dance in the arena?
Sure, Dan.
Hector, even if they crit, they don't do damage.
Miss
Ting, ting, ting.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I am.
Yeah, What's happening over there is basically Hector versus two Myrmidons.
I figured. Then I'm gonna ignore them. You're at 6. Is the guy in heavy armor carrying a shield?
No, he's a poleaxe.
People have weird weapon loadout sometimes.
This isn't Dark Souls. You're not shielding and like ultra great swording or great axing in the same set.
Clearly, you're just not trying hard enough.
I mean, unless your name is Terran, who is in fact doing that exact thing.
Yes, I can in fact greatsword with a shield. And it's not even a real shield, it's a buckler. I can throw it down and pick up a second sword as soon as I drop one of these fools.
It's not a buckler, it's a 300 Spartan shield, is he?
Step and start charging a stone missile at.
You actually don't have to declare target yet unless you're attacking.
Oh, excellent. I'm not, so I'm gonna just charge.
Yep, just charging it up. Terran's turn.
First is the most important roll to see if I all out.
Oh shit, I'm glad that there is no blood and no break there, Lord.
Derp.
I kind of wrecked my foot on the chair leg.
What is... Oh,
Ow. Fuck. Sorry to hear that.
The ice it made it hurt worse.
I am sorry. Ugh.
Sorry to hear that.
Outburst bled through the microphone at all.
As I said in chat.
Okay. Nick, I think I'm actually going to all-out attack the healthy dude.
Yep.
Giving my bonus to accuracy, and then giving him a -2 penalty to his active defenses with that bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck this, guys. That's a hit. Is it a hit?
He said a -2 penalty, is he?
Yeah.
That's enough. -1 wouldn't have been, but you managed to hit.
Okay. Yeah. Just, I literally passed by 0. So good stuff. Damage?
Roll it.
Yeah. Oh, come on! 7 damage. 7.
You either roll well on the hit or on the damage.
Yeah. So that's 7 damage to his torso because I couldn't have targeted his arm with that.
That
Does nothing. Does
that
nothing.
technically deals damage. It deals a little bit of damage.
Deals a damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anya and Eric both have their defense this turn, right?
Yep.
Do you have your defense this turn, Lore?
Nope, I'll have it. I'm boned.
Yeah, Bullux guy is attempting to punish Anya. That's a hit. 14 damage to torso.
And
Did you hear what it said, Laura?
did not. How much pain am I in?
14 cutting to torso. By the way, he all out at this turn.
Okay, so I'm now at -1.
Yeah, no, like I said, he all outed that one because he realized you actually have good armor.
Wait.
We are in the all-out attack. Who can step first fight?
Well, maybe we should surrender and just like let them take Terran.
I think we might be able to pull ahead.
You actually definitely could after your biggest enemy threat all outed and Eirik is in range of punishing.
Oh, the mage went all out.
No, the guy
No, the guy with the polearm.
Very good.
The mage is in a fight with the tree.
The mage has just been fighting the tree the entire time.
Neither of them have been doing greatly in this fight.
No, they've been kind of just like whiff, little bit of damage, no one really does anything.
Nick, I need to roll against major wound and falling over, don't I?
Yep, both of those are HT.
Fail, pass.
So major wound, falling over. You're at -2 dex because that broke a rib.
I passed the first. I thought the first one was against the major wound.
Yeah, the first one was major wound. I thought you said fail, pass.
Yes, brain. My brain went higher number. Good, right? No.
Yep. So Anya's at -2 to dex for until she gets healed because broken ribs really suck.
It's gonna suck. Okay.
Terran is a... Did Terran all out attack, is he?
Yes, I did.
Oh, they're trying to do damage. That's actually 10 damage torso. Cutting damage.
How much?
10.
Oh, okay. That's an impressive number.
He rolled real well on his 2d6. And other guys trying to stab for the vitals. Let's see if it works. That does in fact work.
It does?
He managed to hit it.
Damn.
7 impaling damage to vitals, so it's a ×3 wounding. Because he tried to stab Terran in the heart, but I'm not sure that's going to do much considering Terran's DR.
Yeah, it doesn't. I am below half health.
Yeah, Terran's fine. Terran's fine. Anya?
Did either of them all out? Or they just...
Neither of them all outed, is he?
Oh, third try. Step 1 is roll to stay conscious, right?
Step 1 is roll HT to stay conscious. High pain threshold and fit both help you.
I do have high pain threshold, so that means I'm still up.
Yep. No, your enemy all out attacked. He has no defense, right?
Yeah. No, but he's 2 squares away, which means I have to all out.
This is the benefit of having a pole arm.
No, wait, I don't have to. I'm just gonna throw my fucking axe at him.
There you go! This is where throwing skill matters.
Are you kidding me? I miss.
Motherfuck.
Hang on. Still hit, because arguably not taking total defense means I'm being a dumbass daredevil.
Yes! Yes, it does, considering how wounded you are.
X is nice.
Oh shit, I forgot you had Daredevil. You should have been immune to that crit failure that actually messed you up because Daredevil.
I mean, I still would have whiffed.
You would have whiffed, but you wouldn't have dropped your...
Yes, but I think I would have been forced to all out the next turn regardless. So, actually, hang on, I need to roll an am I stupid? Not stupid, so this stands. But yes, I do hit. Fuck you very much, sir.
Roll damage.
Oh, this is terrible.
Not much.
You pierced his DR.
But it wasn't a tank.
It's not a tank. You actually managed to get damage in. It's not a major wound, but it's not a tank.
Yeah, but I didn't declare it earlier, so I can't just spend FP now for extra damage.
Correct.
Oh crap, I forgot about that. Can we spend FP to also increase accuracy?
Yes. So here's the thing. You may spend 1 FP on your attacks to give an attack +2. If you all out double, only one of them gets the +2. Archers are attempting to punish Anya. First one whiffs. Second one hits, but you get blocked.
Cool. Screwing me on this, though, isn't it?
That should block it.
More accurately, does my dex drop affect my block?
Not in this case.
Right, then I block it.
Yep. So, this person is still currently worshiping Aiden, so she doesn't do shit. Irik's turn.
Aiden is contributing.
Arguably, Aiden's contributed a ton since he's taught up the mage with me.
Yeah, no, like, in all honesty, the fact that the mage has just been fighting the tree has been a huge boon to all of you.
Wait, so this person is still worshipping Aiden?
Correct.
Okay.
What happened to her?
She is on her knees, bowing down and prostrating herself before Aiden.
Sure.
After Aiden turned into a tree that's on fire.
Oh, that trick. Okay. Oh. Same character response. What shit?
I'm assuming...
Before he did that, Aiden said, "I will explain after the fight."
I feel like Irik's current response is ignoring it until he has an opportunity to figure out what the hell is going on, but I think that Irik's actual response is going to be automatically failing post-combat shakes.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't, like, we made it through the battle, and that was fine. And I don't feel any kind of way about that, but I also just saw my boss turn into a burning tree. So there's that.
Irik lives in a very special world.
You mean a very special hell?
Hell is a type of world.
Okay, so I'm going to stab this guy, I suppose.
Well, he has no defense, so you can sort of do whatever you want for combat maneuvers. What you gonna do?
How bad does he look right now?
Not that bad.
Okay, then I'm going to keep my defense and not be an idiot. Is there a way I can take the penalty and then pump it into damage?
You may spend an FP to get +2 damage.
Yes. Good.
You have the opposite problem I have.
So that's a pass by 8.
That's
And
quite a crit. It would have been great if it were a crit.
it is not quite a crit. I need to buy up a little bit so I actually get crits on occasion. Because right now I need to roll a 4 to get a crit. So, oh, no, it's a pass by 9. I almost made it. Because it's +1 to effective skill. So close! Okay.
So close.
And then he has no defense.
Mm-hmm. So you hit. Roll your damage at +2.
Oh, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to go into my stats and remove my FP. So roll 2d6 plus 6. Get wrecked.
Oof. Big hit. Big damage.
I'm rolling an extra die than you, and I haven't rolled over a 10. How?
Izzy, you were there when Sean managed to roll less than 6 on 4d4 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I was.
2 of which I believe were critical hits.
They were.
Stupid
So
fatigue
let's go in
damage.
here. 10.
This add just static pluses to your damage sometimes rather than going for theoretical big numbers.
I believe after that, that's what I started doing, and it ended at something like 46 plus 4 or something stupid.
Correct. You learned your lesson. He passed his HT checks, but he looks pretty wrecked right now. Enemy mage is continuing to do the exact same fucking action she's taking every turn to try and get this tree off her.
Go tree, go beyond. Plus
Tree
one.
steps forward.
It's Aiden and the tree's turn.
Tree steps forward and goes to punch her, and I'm debating. So if I'm just stepping forward and punching her, what's the dodge roll for avoiding the fireball?
Still normal, also roll versus 12 so the tree doesn't pass out.
Fuck, I do have to do that? Okay, let me roll versus 12. The tree does not pass out.
The tree does
What
not
would be...
If the tree passes out, is there a chance of it falling on her?
Technically, yes, but that's a pretty easy dodge check. If she takes more damage, it'll become a very difficult dodge check.
So question on what the, So I'd be rolling against 9 to dodge the fireball, which is a hard dodge roll to make, correct?
Correct.
So the tree's just going to all out to punch her twice.
Okay, sounds legit.
And also follow her when she retreats one space back, because theoretically I will have the movement to do so.
Yes, you do.
The Broly boxer tree. Its branches are curled into fists as it wildly...
Both of those are hits. I don't know if the 6 is a crit. You will have to tell me that.
6 is not a crit, but it does damage. Roll 2d6 plus 2.
Both of them do damage?
No, only the first one.
Okay, and how much do I roll? 2d6 plus 1, you said?
Plus 2.
He successfully dodged the second one?
This is what happens when
can
you roll a 14, then you roll a 6.
Okay.
Can the tree spend FP to make the second one hit harder?
No, because you didn't know it was going to be the one that hit.
Okay. Damn it, only 6.
Six still pens DR.
So
Also, what is Eden doing?
Aiden is going to run. I was thinking of going and trying to whammy that guy as well, but he's getting pretty hurt, so I'm instead going to run by Anya and shove a healing potion in her face.
You have to all out for that.
Do I?
Yes, because of how far away you were.
How relatively safe am I if I all out?
Ah, there's that archer that's aiming...
I'm within that guy. I'm within range of that asshole. Never mind. I am not going to all out because I am in theoretical range of this asshole's polearm. I will also try shouting at her to defend me, but I don't, because I don't know what level of hey worshipping me she's at.
Bowing down in most of the words.
Okay, not the point where is actually going to actively help.
In that case, Lore, correct your HP to have 1 HP left. You don't have to make consciousness checks.
The wound still stands, though, because I still took half my health at once.
Oh, yep. Makes sense. But not making a 60% to 70% do I pass out this turn is relevant.
It helps when you remember that, you're dealing with a 4 instead of a 5 for rounding things up.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, no, that's still a math mistake. I have 2 HP left, and I took less than half my health, so the wound does not stand.
Oh.
6?
Yeah.
4
Nice.
goes to 6.
Anya 10. Anya, very good 10.
Anya, good tank.
Also,
it's head hard enough to forget math. She's still fine.
yeah, is Victor turn?
Okay.
Ash.
What is the lightning bolt icon on heavy armor guy for?
He has no defense.
Ooh.
I smell an earth-bending move coming on.
Of course. Since I was charging one last turn.
Mm-hmm.
That is step. Roll my spellcasting roll now.
Yep.
Stone missiles, so that's 14. 36. Range penalty applies in the attack roll, not the spell roll.
Correct.
I passed that one. Just computed this. It's minus 3. Okay. Yes.
I just see Victor doing this. Click the timestamp.
Ooh. Yeah, you hit. Roll damage, because he has no defense.
Yeah, pretty much, because I'm using stone missile. Alright.
I am both pleased and deeply disappointed in you, Izzy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why? The one rock?
How dare you?
I'm gonna have to go see what Izzy posted in Fireball, aren't I?
Dare you post a clip of that thing that never existed?
Oh, right, that doesn't exist. Like the, you know, kind of like the Matrix movies. It's a shame they made no sequels to them.
Exactly. I was about to make that exact same point. Also, 19 points of...
I just really love how unimpressive that rock is. And most of the attacks are.
Yeah,
Hey,
no.
Victor just turned the dude into hamburger, pre-canned.
So he's technically still alive, but he is a bloody pulp on the ground.
That was
Like,
just a one-turn charge.
What?
That was a one-turn charge.
Like, seriously, with that amount of armor, this dude is now canned meatballs.
Yeah, no, like, he's technically still alive. He's just, he's on the ground and many things are broken right now.
Look, there's just a chance he will recover with crippling injuries that will last the rest of his life.
It's true.
It's just
true.
I was going to ask when Victor was going to pull a toff and just sink someone in the ground up to their neck, but honestly, this is more effective.
Yeah.
Hey, Taryn, let's continue the Hector dance.
Yeah, alright. So I pass my disadvantage check. So I am going to attack this dude, who is already injured with the bad arm, and give him a -2 to his defenses. That fails. I throw my sword away.
You in fact throw your sword away.
I'm going to quick draw my knife.
Great. You made an attack.
Yeah, I know, but I can still quick draw my knife,
Thank you.
which means I can parry and continue the dance.
Yeah, Poleaxe Man is currently wheezing on the ground.
Yeah.
That big hit. Karen's getting attacked again.
Oh, good.
Wounded guy whiffs.
Of course he does.
Non-wounded guy, Taryn, roll your defense -1.
Sure. Pass by significant. Bounce.
So Anya's turn.
Ugh.
Okay.
If it gets back to my turn, one of them is going down. I have a 17 with knife.
Woo.
I am going to voluntarily fail so that I can draw a weapon and throw it in the same turn.
You can just choose to all attack anyway.
That's what I mean by I'm voluntarily failing, because I want to throw my second axe at the mage.
And my axe.
My axe. That's a decent range. You are range 6. Let me go check what the penalty for that is.
I see ×1 and ×1.5 as the axe range.
So that is your max range. You are at a actually just -3 penalty to your throwing check to hit the mage right now.
And
That's
if I
it?
use all out to move up to here,
That is a -4 plus that is -0, so you're good.
I'm going to take a slight penalty in order to add damage. Oh, no, I'm
Legit.
No. No, wait. Can I take the penalty to hurt her defense and spend an FP for damage?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, I will.
She technically has already taken some penalties from defenses because she's had to dodge twice and already had to use her dodge and retreat.
More penalties is better, especially once you're on the better part of the curve.
Oh yeah.
I'll take a single penalty, so -1 to her defense.
Yep, you hit, so roll damage at +2. Oh, that's a big.
That's 11 to the face from an axe.
She has armor, but yeah, she's on the ground.
This is why I got a second axe.
Oh,
Specifically to
So
throw
she
it.
just down?
Like, my axes are specifically throwing axes. Like, it's low damage, but the versatility is useful.
Nice.
oh, the versatility is great, as shown by right here. So the club is like, right. They're looking at their boss, who is a tin can, screaming on the ground. Is like, "You're a lot stronger than we are. Gonna just step away now." This is more or less the end of the fight, unless you guys want to try and murder them. Because guys who are still standing are very much routed and fleeing.
These guys took another swing
Let's
at me.
see,
which
these
means-
are random outlaw idiots in the Badlands, so I don't have to worry about murdering all of them to deal with the if they start spreading rumors. I also didn't use my name before. Also, since my status and rank meant nothing before, don't necessarily need to worry about them knowing that they could be causing a problem with that.
Yeah, but they do know that we have a Terran.
I'm perfectly happy to let them walk away from this. I am kind of expecting them to follow us at a distance.
The two that are sitting next to me have just swung blows at me. They didn't surrender, which means I'm getting another swing in at them. At the very least.
Swing before they start running away as well, because your initiative is better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, I'm close by, and I just flattened one of their other friends.
Yeah, but you...
That happened after their turns.
Yeah. No, Dave flattened a dude before they attacked me. The two guys that are right here. They could have ran at this point. They could have. They chose not to.
They're also not facing that direction, is he?
That's fair. They're taking their medicine, though. The medicine is a knife.
Yeah, I guess I would start heading towards them to hit them with the whammy.
They heal medicine, just bleed them.
I think the big thing is, does Terran down one of them before the other runs away is the real question right now.
Yeah. I have knife now, so less damage, more accurate. They will probably not be able to get around it. So the question is Victor taking an attack? Oh, no, wait. We're still way up here on this guy's initiative.
Yeah.
I will wait.
It is, Ira can freely stab one of the two people who is on the ground and disarmed.
Sounds positively dishonorable.
Does Iric do this?
I'm sorry, one more time.
So a bunch of your enemies are currently in full rout and retreat. The people in Iric's range are on the ground with no weapons. One of them is bowing down to the Aiden. The other one is screaming because he kind of got a giant boulder to the chest and has many broken ribs.
Yes. Is
Iric going to finish them off is the question.
Well, I'm not finishing off the one that's bowing unless I get explicit orders to. I guess I'll check on the screaming guy to see if there's a chance that he makes it to the next town. Like, if he's just going to be in screaming agony and then die in 5 hours before we get to the next town, I may very well. But if there's a chance that if we get him to town he lives, I think that I'm going to be like, can we throw him on the wagon?
It's a big question of, do you guys kill the enemy mage, who is also on the ground screaming in agony?
So I want to roll one thing of whether or not the tree stays conscious, because I think like if the tree falls unconscious at this moment, then it is an answered question.
It's a question of Victor's morality then more than anyone else's.
The tree is conscious, is still conscious, so the tree does not just fall on her.
Doesn't keep attacking them.
It would probably chase after the archers instead.
Okay, that's fair. It won't reach them this. Well, it would.
No, it won't.
Run away. Yeah, so you have two enemies who are on the ground, completely disabled with no real weapons. You have guys who are fighting Karen, who Karen's getting another attack against, and then they're going to be like, "Oh no, this bad," and then running away.
How's our screaming friend on the ground doing?
He has like 7 broken ribs, you tell me.
I don't know if that means he's dying
He's
or
got
if that
internal.
means...
He's got internal bleeding, is what that.
He has internal. Either Victor or the enemy mage cannot help him. He's going to die, but both of the enemy mage is just on the ground, and a lot of Victor is still up and moving about with no real problems. He hasn't been touched.
Mm-hmm. Hasn't even been attacked.
Victor's favorite kind of fight.
Yep.
Hey, Victor.
Stop being such a Kristoff.
I was about to say, you Kristoff's head popping over the edge of the cart, me just like, you guys handled it, thumbs up, ducking back down.
Hey, Victor.
What's up?
You want to come take a look at this guy? I think he's pretty bad off. From the screaming and the caved-in ribcage.
Yeah, that might have been a slightly larger rock than I'd entirely expected.
I'm just going to wander over to just like check on the mage and also retrieve her axe.
Fire heals. Basically, gonna make sure that he's not gonna bleed out, and that's about it.
Yeah.
The party will get poultices. I don't really feel like making a poultice for either that dude or the mage.
Of course, we were counting on your absolute charity and mercy in this situation.
He gave all of us poultices, which is more than he might have at the beginning.
No, that's not true. I think he was more likely to include Terran at the beginning.
No.
Karen does get included with poultice.
So is no one else attacking, and it's just me with these two schmucks?
Don't seem to need any help.
It is a dance Taryn has been practicing for 6 long months.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I'm just gonna roll this then. Come on, fail this. Damn it.
So, how long does the person stay bowing before they snap out of it?
12 minutes.
Ow.
Hey, Nick, which one of these two attacks my vitals?
The healthy one.
Yeah. All-out attack, double attack with the knife.
Yay.
He can take a -2 to both.
Sounds good. He's definitely retreating from that one from how much Terran is doing.
Oh, I'm chasing him if that's the case. The first one will hit. Let me double check that.
He passed his parry.
Second one.
Did you crit?
No, I did not crit.
Well, he passed his dodge.
With a -2?
Yeah, rolled a 7.
Damn it.
Dude.
And yeah, these guys are also. This guy's gonna hobble away, and the other guy's gonna run over and try and pick up his friend while still paying attention to Terran as they try and get away from this nonsense.
I'm going to pick up rocks and throw it at them as they run away. That passes throwing.
I mean,
It's a rock.
it's a rock. It doesn't really matter. They're wearing armor.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly a question of, do you guys let the guy in armor, the lady who's bowing, and the mage live when you leave this area or not?
Anya would complain somewhat, outright killing them. Like, if the rest of the party is in favor, she will let it happen, but in general, she's just like, there's been enough death.
But they're just dirty savages, Anya. They don't matter.
The one who injured me is in horrendous pain and crippled, so, like, I'm satiated.
So, just spent effort to keep one of them alive? Seem a little wasteful to kill him now.
And just because your self-worth's in the toilet, don't mean you get to apply that to people you don't like.
Giant tooth.
We're spicy today.
Who was that directed at?
Terran! Anya literally said that to Terran's face!
Just going to walk past this dude and give him a good kick in the stomach.
And Anya's all for, like, you know, stripping their weapons or part of their armor. Like, them? No.
Yeah,
I mean-
a boot in the stomach to that guy is pretty nasty. He's got some broken ribs.
I know. Taryn is fully aware of that. It's fine.
I would like to get between him and Taryn before that happens again, because I'm not about this.
I can easily do this.
Taryn's just going to go huff off and sit in the cart.
I'm rolling.
Who disconnected?
That was Dave and Laura, it looks like, as Anya was saying something.
Hopefully they'll be back.
Hopefully.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I was rolling first aid on the mage just to kind of stop things getting worse. Didn't really do much. Passed by 0.
That's enough to staunch the bleeding.
Which is basically what I wanted. as I said, I am fully expecting this group to follow us at a distance.
No. Eventually.
Yeah, they have a lot of healing to do before they're able to do anything else.
If this area actually had woods, I could just go with the thing of like, oh no, the trees are going to cover our path, and that wouldn't even be an issue. We're not anywhere near trees.
Actually, while they are meatballed and bowing to Aiden, do they have any healing items on them? Healing potions or whatnot?
You can't get to the one I'm standing in front of unless you go through me.
I think he
no,
means the one that is just got taken out by the glamour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They have like a money pouch and that's it. You're in the Badlands. They don't have nice things.
Is the polar metal that he attacked Anya and Eirik with?
The blade of it is metal, like the axe head, but the rest of it is wood.
Breaking it in half and taking a large bite out of the axe head, because fuck him.
Okay.
I think this calls for a parent.
Yeah, Anya's going to hear, like, Victor exclaiming something alongside the crunch, look over, just see the bite mark out of the blade, and just be like...
You see Taryn eating it like a watermelon, so it can't possibly get sharp ever again.
Are you giving yourself, like, a Joker smile in the process if you're trying to bite too deep? Like, dude!
No, I have an advantage to do this!
I know, I'm sure, but also what the hell, Taryn? Anya's going to be just like, alright. It's already super dead. Can we please just get to eating real food?
He's literally going to be chewing, spit it out like a bunch of watermelon seeds. Okay.
Alright, so that was one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen a kid put in their mouth. Good done! Things you should not be able to survive.
Also, just to fuck with him, I'm leaving the bite mark around the lower part of his leg, so if he looks down, it looks like his leg's been cut off. You know, when he comes to.
Oh, like in the lower leg of his armor?
Yeah, in the lower leg. So he looks down, he doesn't see the bottom of his leg, he just sees blade right there.
Oh my god, that's mean.
Yes, it's
Wow.
mean. Then he lifts the blade up and is just like, oh, okay, I still have my leg. I feel like shit. Looks at blade. I want to give him pause to think about coming back after us again. Taryn is done with this shit.
Probably accomplished that.
As long as he's not kicking people.
Like, also
I feel
just
like...
wrecking his weapon and armor.
I can literally leave a bite mark over all of his vitals on his armor.
Oh, I should have seen this coming based on the teething stone I confiscated.
Yeah. It'll take me some time, but I can bite through it.
So, what we've learned is Taryn is apparently a garbage disposal from now on as well.
I mean, we already knew that it's the sound his brain makes when he tries to think about anything.
So he kind of already was. It's just a question of what it does what eating such things does to him.
The answer is that sticking a fork down it does not destroy it.
It actually gives me nutrients, and you have never seen me put a utensil in my mouth. Ever. Very specifically.
Oh no.
All of the fancy parties we have gone to, I have never used the silverware.
Because Kristoff steals it all.
Yes, exactly.
Between if you start eating it and Kristoff continues to steal it, we're going to run into the point where we have no silverware whatsoever.
It's like in Skyrim where the guy steals all the spoons and drops them on the floor. Eventually, we'll just glitch through the game.
Only chopsticks.
Only chopsticks.
Could be worse. You could be doing a Mario 64 glitch run.
That wasn't quite words, Nick.
It could be worse. You could be doing a Super Mario 64 glitch run.
This is true.
Also, the sad reality, none of the people that are left have swords, correct, Nick?
None of the people who are left have swords.
Yeah. Useless. Okay. Terran's taking this...
So are we ditching them here because I don't want to do the explanation around them?
Yeah, no.
I feel like
We're
it sounds
ditching
like sort of ditching them in the middle of the forest.
Ditching them in the forest, fucking with their weapons and armor, and probably taking their money.
Yeah. And kind of leaving them, at least moving them closer to each other. But, like...
Well,
Yeah.
So, Nick, since technically I am a ranger and I kind of know these parts, what wild animals will come out for them late in the night?
like coyotes.
Sounds good.
I mean, did we also wreck the one who just got mind-controlled stuff?
I mean,
They would have snapped her spear.
I can. I'll probably snap her spear and take her money, and then go back to the cart, and try to count the money.
1, 2,
Fail.
3, 4, 1, 2,
Huh,
3.
I'm not going to
You know,
comment
do
on
it,
anything,
do
but
it.
like, I'm surprised we now have people other than Kristoff who are going to rob the people we defeat.
It's just this specific group of people, because they're filthy barbarians. They don't deserve anything. They are not human.
Is anyone else concerned about this?
Extremely.
I've seen it before. Oh, you mean
Taryn.
Taryn. No, there's a reason I had no chill with him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And no, Nick, Terran does get over 10 when he's counting the money.
It's true.
Anya will help.
He's slow at counting, but he can get up there.
Is helping him count the money encouraging this or discouraging this action?
I'm not
Also-
worried about the looting. I'm worried about the barbarians aren't people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working on that, but like that's part of why I was just like, Taryn, don't apply your sense of self-worth to others. People are people, you are included in that, so are they. Just because you don't like them doesn't mean you get to discount them.
Also, he make it past 20 without help.
Yes.
Make it past
he's-
21
Yes.
He's
without help.
he's been learning. He's been studying.
I have.
He's been
Really
doing his
has.
math.
Impressed.
Yeah, no, again, he counts like, a first grader. Like, it takes him a while, and he actually has to think for the higher numbers. But he can easily count one for one. It's when he, takes a stack and tries to add, it takes a little bit more time.
Alright.
Well, yeah, Anya's basically just gently helping and maybe showing a trick or two to make it easier. They learn, and also distracting from whatever the hell that was.
Reasonable. Reasonable. So, we're gonna move back to the map further.
We're going to get an explanation from Aiden.
I was seeing if Terran had been disturbing enough that everyone was going to forget about it.
Technically, Terran didn't see it again, so...
So as soon as he checks on the guy and realizes that the actual fighting is over, including kicking people who are very close to dying, Eirik becomes very laconic and jumpy.
And at that point, Anya's just kind of shepherding everyone except Victor, because apparently everyone except Victor needs help getting back to the car, kind of draping a blanket over Eirik's shoulders as he's getting set up in the back.
Pitch some more random healing at people. I don't have too much left, but
I'll be fine. Heal the people that matter.
Alright, so we're hitting you first.
Well, he also didn't take much damage.
I'm at less than half. Don't forget, though, I will be back at full in less than 24 hours. I will be fine.
Well, but Anya is not going to encourage these tendencies. She's going to actively fight against them, because this is not okay.
Yay! Someone.
Completely right. But given limited resources, you and Iric are going to
Heal him for a point. Just put spend 1 FP on him.
Eric's not that bad off.
Yeah, I think Iric's better off than I am.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric's pretty okay. The reason that he's shaky and laconic is because he has post-combat shakes.
Yeah. Also,
It's
shall
very
we
much
say-
in his head.
What happened to Aiden? Speaking of,
So, you know how there was already the discussion of how I have some aspects of me from the fact came from a Faydale, and I would say the most convoluted fertility spell if it wasn't for the fact that we are near the more convoluted use of a fertility spell. Because yeah, I'm really surprised that that there was a more convoluted use, but okay. I have Fey-like aspects to me, like the weakness, the kind of bad reaction to cold iron, where it drains my magic because my magic is kind of midway closer to Fey magic than human magic. Fey magic can be used for things like it can theoretically be used for something like a Fey glamour, which theoretically could be anyone with Fey magic could use. No one really ever has Fey magic except for Fey, who get to know how to do it naturally, so... But I was able to figure out a way to do something pretty damn similar to their glamours. It does have its weakness in that it's actually costs me energy, it actually can only be affecting one person at a time, etc., etc. But, like, can actually still... It was actually able to still use it, and it temporarily turns my body to looking like what it would if I was true Fey in body as well, as in magic, and that is why I changed appearance for a bit, but only for while the effect's active.
Oh, the effect isn't just that you look different.
Yeah, it's kind of the... So Fey Glamour can Fey Glamour does a lot of things with things, but one of its more basic effects is kind of like just making yourself more charming, and it is possible by just it is also possible to kind of wield that more like most Fey always have it active at some low level, but it's also possible to kind of wield it like a weapon, which is kind of what I figured out how I could use it as. Was a bitch to figure out. There's not really any teachers for it.
I have no idea how much I wanted to respond to the previous sentence with, just like you.
Nice. Nice.
Eh.
Anya's just kind of going to go, huh, all of that.
What was the last part of your sentence? I didn't hear it.
Not important. She doesn't have much of a reaction, just kind of like makes a considering noise and thinks about it.
so, what's our other relevant mage in the party? about the think about this in terms of knowing things about magic.
Give me a job roll.
Saw that coming.
Gotta love them job rolls.
Passed by 6.
Give me a second.
Do you want to message me on what that might be?
Sean, I'm sending you a message.
Oh, this is gonna be good. It's so quiet.
Ooh, quiet.
You can have Karen continue
Jeez,
counting,
almost
but
like I've given someone an interesting question about what they want to say.
Who's saying stuff in interesting ways now?
I don't know. Probably Sean.
Probably. Taryn will just be sad little panda boy.
Now you're a panda?
I take on many forms. I mean, let's be honest. If Sir Eirik did in fact have an extra virgin apprentice, it would look like a panda.
well,
I don't even know what that means, and I'm concerned.
Taryn is like a panda because they both need to eat all day in order to keep their dumb asses nourished.
You're too stupid to reproduce. Just go sit in the corner.
Shit, that's still accurate!
Yep.
It really is. That's the sad thing.
At least, unlike koalas, pandas and Terran get actual nutrients out of what they spend all day eating.
And like koalas, Terrans get stoned by what they eat.
Yep.
Taryn is actually a koala.
You know my secret. I was actually made by a bunch of baby koalas.
You're not cute enough for that.
I have 5 points I could throw into appearance.
Oh no.
That would indeed resolve that.
I will be the most adorable panda. Koala. Whatever.
Don't tempt the strange panda man.
I am.
I was hoping that reaction would be there.
What's going on?
Ah, there's a panda reaction. Okay.
Right?
Yes, I do count like this. Lord. Oh my god. Why?
You've not seen that before, is he?
I've seen that before. I'm just like, I'm not actually watching it, I'm remembering it. I'm like, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Nick is debating how he is phrasing stuff towards you, Victor. You had to succeed that job roll high.
Yep, I did.
Yup.
because the best part is there's basically just one fact that could give that would be different than what I said.
There you go for Victor.
Okay. All right, Aiden. So, quite buy that. Either need to basically be some sort of fae, or made deal for a fair amount of power with them to pull that sort of stuff off.
Well, my parents made a kind of crazy deal, and I can explicitly tell you that I am no changeling because, in all honesty, that would shatter the disguise of any changeling. And they can't just snap themselves back to being human after.
That one you know is true.
Is there such a thing as a half fae?
So, not really, because Fae don't really have... Fae having a physical body is more of a thing of the body being made out of the elements. It's kind of...
Convention. Got
They
it.
can look like a human, but like...
Functional.
So you remember that 10-foot tall guy made out of wooden leaves that you guys fought?
Yeah.
The dragon?
Be more specific.
Damn it.
Yeah, we fought the guy that we turned like the sword that we got the sword from.
Yeah, the green sword.
Yeah. That is what a Fae not disguised as human would look like. Or one of the things could look like.
Okay. Well, that certainly... Okay. So, yeah, that means either you or your parents made a deal. And as we know, totally not looking at Terran as I say this, with the Fae come with strings attached. What were the strings?
Why are you looking at me?
Oh.
Not.
I promise you I have made no deal, though I believe part of my parents' deal included the fact that they would have a powerful heir. Or was it just healthy? I think it was some combination of healthy and powerful. Wasn't really round for it at the time.
And your parents never told you what they paid for this.
Nick, can you confirm whether or not I would actually know exactly what they... I don't think I'm actually going to necessarily tell the party what they paid for it, but do I have any idea what was actually paid? I imagine this might be one of the things that falls into conversations even Aiden considers awkward.
I mean, you're probably right, but, like, gonna ask.
I sent you the answer.
Okay, yeah. Don't know. Also need to say something else.
Did everyone just go quiet, or
Yeah, everybody just.
Yeah.
It wasn't just you.
okay?
Okay. Let's see if this is hilarious. Theoretically, someone can roll sense motive or body language.
Taryn will
I
get.
am not sure if I get charisma for this at all, or if like the party knows each other well enough that they would actually have ideas of what my tells are that we can actually go that they actually then I don't get my bonus. We're just basically both doing skill rolls.
I'm just.
You would still
Distracted
get
by the
charisma.
overall party dumpster fire.
This is a pass by 4 without any other bonuses.
You would still.
Oh,
Pass by 5 observations. So I'll notice whatever your tells are, but I won't know what they mean.
very Terran.
Very Taryn.
I guess the main thing is whether Iric has bonuses towards this and get it, because has everyone else failed at this point or not rolled at this point?
Checked out, though.
Do I get any kind of bonus for knowing him so well?
+3.
You witted enough to even roll yet, though.
I'm assuming we have this conversation when Iric is not completely out of it, because Aiden doesn't feel like doing this conversation twice.
That's fair.
Okay. So, a body language +3, I suppose. Roll. That is a pass by 7.
So Aiden is entirely deflecting towards the answer, which is someone made a deal for for getting the power.
He's deflecting. So we knew somebody made a deal to
So
get him the
like
power.
there
So
are
what's he
two
deflecting?
answers that are given. There's the thing of where Victor stated that there are two possibilities for this. One is you're being Trufe, which Aiden has pointed out definitively that he is not. The second is that someone made a deal for power, which he has been trying to lead on is clearly that was part of my parents' deal. He is completely
He's
leading you in the
definitely
wrong
deflecting.
direction. So there is probably some third possibility or some technicality on one of the other two possibilities that is being missed here.
Option 3, Aiden made a pay deal of his own. Could explain why
I will say when Aiden said he hasn't made a deal with the Fae, that's going to be accurate.
So the unfortunate thing is, I work for him, and I'm not entirely sure if telling people that he's lying is gonna get him hurt or not.
So this might be you confront me privately later.
Yeah, so I'm probably not saying anything about it right now, because that seems like a good way to get you into trouble I can't get you out of.
So then the deflection towards this was probably part of my parents' deal for a powerful heir is going to probably be then just what people are going to assume and go with.
For now.
I can't. I will also say that based off that roll, you do honestly know that I don't actually know what what my parents did for their half of the deal. As said, it is a conversation that that bringing up even Aiden would find too awkward. Like, even Aiden doesn't want to know about his parents' sex life.
A statement, if there ever was.
Yeah.
Look, I'm glad the line is somewhere, okay? Like, I'm just glad the limit does exist.
Does anyone have any other questions?
So many. But not right now.
It's true.
Yeah, Anya's in the hole. This might as well just happen. Brain space right now.
Is fair. Is
Also, Ricky, I messaged you on whether or not you want to RP the discussion or if you just want me to give you the true answer that you would eventually wear Aiden down into giving.
Would you be okay doing a sidebar but asynchronously?
Sure,
Like, just during the next couple weeks?
sounds good.
Because I would like to roleplay it, but I am also terribly short on brain cells after the past 2 weeks because I have learned the phrase goat rodeo today, and it
Boy.
perfectly describes my life for the past 2 weeks.
Oh no.
So-
Ouch.
Go.
It has been a goat rodeo.
Yikes.
So full of midgets and small
that is a
things.
phrase. We're also close to the point where I need to go to sleep because this has also been a week.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say you each get 1 point, and I have to go pass out because I am really tired.
No
You
question.
sound exhausted.
That's
It's
fair.
been a week.
That's fair. It has been a week or 2 weeks or a month for everyone, I think, based off prior discussions.
Yes.
Yeah, it does not sound like as a party we're doing particularly well.
Well, if it's
I
any
mean,
consolation,
our
remember,
characters are doing, I think, fine at the moment. Us personally, as people, is a different question.
I'm not so sure about Terran, but also just remember, get 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 2020 everywhere.
Yep.
Drink when you want.
Peanut
I
butter
will
whiskey.
get a character point, and I need to go sleep. Have a good night, all.
All right.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Say goodnight to the recording.
Good night, recording.
Good night, recording.
Bye.